Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's the Cool Band Red Hot Nielsen Show. Let's go. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad lights. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macramalla intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites. Feliz Navidad lights. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. What's going on, ESTers? You Lieutenant Eric. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What's going on? It's the 6 o'clocker Christmas party. Come on, let's go. God, Jaunty just nailing it for us.
JBB and the Bing Bing
The
Boys,
Bing Bing Boys.
if you could,
This
in
is
the
their
Paris,
present from JBB and the Bing Bing
Paris
Boys.
Jewelers inbox. Hey, we're in our formal attire, black tie and all. Weird Ned has brought the baby deck. We are ready to party. Enjoy the draft, boys. And Merry Christmas, JBB and the Bing Bing Boys. P.S. Enjoy the treats.
Should you require a Christmas conch this morning, hit us up, 780-218-9999. That's in the old PJ's inbox. Paris Jewelers, now 'tis be the time to go visit any of their 22 locations all across this wonderful country. Pay now, or propose now, buy now, pay later with flexible, very flexible financing options. You can't go wrong with the crew at PJ's. Paris Jewelers, they've been bringing it to you for decades.
Santa's choice. I think when
that's
when Santa deals in jewelry, that's Santa's
I think
choice.
today everything is Santa's choice. Paris Jewelers, Santa's choice. This is our final show together. I'm not back until January 8th. You're back on January 2nd.
Correct.
Tommy and Milne are doing the show tomorrow morning. Friday's officially an EST stat. Maddie has shoulder surgery. We're both gone. Trevor, you just learning about Maddie's shoulder surgery?
Well, I knew about it. I didn't know it was this Friday.
Oh, okay.
It's not a secret anymore, right? Like he's...
Merry Christmas, Trevor. Anyway, so yeah, Fridays, and then we've pre-recorded a holiday special that'll run on YouTube next week and on the stream at edmontonsportstalk.com, and then the boys will be back on January 2nd. Pre and post, we'll never miss pre and post all throughout the holidays.
Some of us might want us to.
Every single game. What's that?
Some of us might want us to, given how
Well,
things are going right now.
After last night's game, people are calling for Filthy Bruce. Got to get that new coach bump. I mean, the new coach bump always works. So why don't you just rotate through coaches every 10
Keep
games?
chasing that high, bump after bump, right? Yeah.
Let Paul Coffey call some shots. I think you could probably do that. Yeah. You could win text of the day today from A&W, widely known as Santa's Choice.
Santa's Choice. When Santa needs to fuel up on his Christmas Eve journeys, it's always a stop at A&W, right?
Two Mama Burgers for $9.99.
Can't get a better deal than that, can you, Santa?
Dum. Yeah, New Year's gonna be good. New Year's gonna be good. Mama Burgers on special, $9.99 for 2 of them in the month of December. The majority of A&Ws are open 24 hours. I want to find that one that's not and really chirp 'em.
Just harangue them.
Like all the time, like calling and being like, "Hey, you guys open 24/7 yet? Because I really want a burger 3 o'clock today."
But
You know,
calling
in
would be
the
like,
morning. Like,
you know, it'd be really nice if you were open. God, up like prank calls, you know, like if you were not open, I swear to God, just drive the fear in them.
That's a good one. That's a good one. This text in from Big Maple today. Oh, by the way, JBB and the Bing Bing Boys. JBB rolled in earlier in the week, and he's wearing a bloody T-shirt that said, "Hey, hey, hey." And when he walked in, he opens up like his jacket. He's like, points to his shirt, and I said, "Hey, hey, hey." He's like, I'm like, what? And then he shows me the package he brought us, and it's from JBB and the Bing Bing Boys. I'm like, JBB and the Bing Bing Boys, because he starts every text with, "Hey, hey, hey."
I thought it was a Goonies joke.
What do you want for Christmas? Nasties? Let us know. We'll see if Santa can grant your wish on the show
Come
this morning.
sit on the knee.
Come sit on Santa's lap.
See what pops up.
Downstairs at the Russian Spa later today, and this afternoon over at Seductions.
2 for 1.
Ho, ho, ho. Some may say I've been up since 2:15 a.m. because my dog decided to paint the carpet brown. Ugh, gross. Others will say I just couldn't sleep because it's the last draft of the year.
Yeah.
I can confirm that both statements are true. Merry Christmas to all of the EST family, the Nasties, and of course, Filthy Bruce. That's in from Big Maple. Dan Spence says he wants a new bike for Christmas. On a year where you could actually use a bike during the holidays because of the lack of snow. Young Dan, your wish is granted. I gotta have a cup of cheer this morning.
Yeah. Come on, Santa.
Santa's got to get some of the good juice.
Santa's got to get
you
going.
know?
Right?
Wait, what are you sipping on over there, buddy? I see that. I see what you got going on.
Rated I-1X office here.
Did
so,
you?
Yeah, don't tell.
For the goods. For the goods.
Well, today's the day, hey?
A little cup of cheer for the 6 o'clock Christmas party. We got some presents to open. What is this?
Oysters galore, smoked. Come on, Trevor.
Trev,
We'll
you never had one of these,
we'll have a little
eh?
bit of wet chicken here.
Might dive into
Yeah, I
this.
brought the
You
Frank's
have to
Red.
try- I
and
did
the,
it. Was it
sea
last
salt.
Christmas I
yeah,
tried it?
Yeah,
it was just last
Gage was in
Christmas.
attendance. We were
I finally,
he's play-by-playing it for
Oh,
you.
yeah, Gage rolled in for the
got a
6
Coke
o'clock
over there,
Christmas.
too?
Yeah, I brought one from the
I might have a
fridge.
splash of that there.
You want a splash of
a little
Coke?
later on. Yeah, not
Spice rum and
a
Coke.
little bit of that rum.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know what we have out there? We have that like extra stock captains that somebody dropped off.
As I said,
I might save that for the draft.
The key to today's draft is to keep it between the
It's
lines.
true.
I'm trying to, and guys, we're at the disadvantage. You could argue. We're the ones that have to come in early.
Major
We're the ones
disadvantage.
that have all this
We had to
alcohol
be
and food
here
around
and
us.
start drinking at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and defy this temptation. That's
all right.
the game.
As long as we're in drafts with Tommy, we're not finishing last.
It is like drafting with a drunk, hey?
Yeah.
In a way.
David the Essential says, all I want for Christmas is an invite to Summer Nasty Bash 2.0. Ho, ho, ho. David the Essential. Consider yourself invited.
Santa's writing checks now.
Trev's not going to be able to handle this show today.
Talk to Santa in June or July.
I even haven't had a sip yet.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
David the Essential. We'll see what we can do. I do know that the Nasty Club does provide people with priority
sure.
draws
Yeah.
for the Nasty Bash 2.0.
But you just remember Santa said it, so if
Yeah. Dusty, could Santa stop at the land of Oz on his way and get a bag of hearts for the Oilers? Ho, 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 ho. Hearts for the Oilers. A funny joke here on Christmas Day.
can you do the whole morning after show, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho. Man.
Who's the steady Eddie?
The steady Eddie of the evening. Oh, 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 the steady Eddie. I remember Eddie as a little child. You know? Anyway,
I love Christmas. You.
I love Christmas. Me, I love the Christmas joy.
You want to pull a cracker or what?
Let's pull a cracker.
Cracker. Yeah.
Trev, you got a cracker
I
over
got
there
my
too? Come over
cracker.
here, Trev. We'll pull this cracker. Make sure
Well,
you don't.
Wear stupid hats and.
Make sure you don't. Gotta find the thing there. There's your
Oh,
cracker,
is that what
Trev.
you do? Yeah.
And we can put on the crowns.
Yeah, crown. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this
Wait,
earlier.
don't we hold it together? Let's do
Oh,
it.
I see. Oh,
triangle.
Okay.
Triangle here.
This is weird.
Yeah. Okay, let me get. Wait,
Why are you putting your hands inside? I'm just ripping the thing.
No, you put your
What?
thumb on the thing.
Put your thumb on the thing.
Yeah, you ever done one of these?
Well,
before?
I pulled it, but
Watch the drinks, boys.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Whoa.
These never work.
The
Eh? It's
hell?
the biggest scam in the biz.
Oh, it popped.
You get a crown?
I think it should be.
There we go. What color did you guys get?
Here, there's another one.
Purple. The Muzz loves purple.
What is this, tech deck?
What did you get? Was there a toy there? Hey, but
did
so
it fit
Marshall got a tech deck thing yesterday for Christmas from
get
one of
outta
his
here.
friends. Yeah. We're going to have to be good skateboarder people now.
I mean, the prize is one thing. You do it for the crown,
Oh,
right? I mean,
Santa. Can I hang this here? There we go. Look at that, boys. Christmas cheer right there on the TV. Coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. Santa's choice for chicken wings right now at Popeyes. 5 flavors available. $9.99. Oh, damn it. I knew it was going to happen.
Ripped?
I think I ripped mine.
Yeah, it is. You know, you got beef with the quality of these crowns, hey? We need, like, hard construction paper.
What is this?
Some sort of a... Yeah, get it open there, yeah. Oh, no, you gotta... Oh, no.
This isn't even a crown. What is this?
Jeez. You gotta...
It's attached here.
More like a sash. Maybe you wear it across your breast.
I don't think this is going to work.
Nope. Yeah.
No, Trev, it's yours.
Well, you got your Santa hat, so it's...
I guess I got my Santa hat.
Christmas is really...
All Santa wanted was a cracker crown.
A funny
you know?
hat. Yeah.
That's a tough one. George Delgado says, "Sorry, I'm late." Or sadly, I don't think we'll see the Oilers in the playoffs this season. Ho ho ho! George Delgado, you need a little cup of cheer this morning.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to go. Hey, cheers anyway. Cheers anyway, buddy.
Cheers. Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Thank you for making Edmonton Sports Talk a huge success in the first 4 months. You can text us anytime, 780-218-9999. Old Nielsen is in and says, "Could I please get a conch for my wife for putting up with me for 49 years as of tomorrow?" Wow, what a run. Old Nielsen, we got you, buddy. So he's getting the oysters out, baby.
How sweet it is.
Oh, man, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, brace yourself. Oh, yeah. Oh, this looks like a...
I don't even want to smell them right now.
It's like cracking a pack, you know?
There you go,
kinda-
Trev. Oh, those things are so gross. I'll take a little bit of that seasoning salt.
You want a little salt on your...
No,
with your
that's
own?
okay. What is this? Rock salt?
It's that Himalayan pink
Himalayan.
stuff. Yeah.
So does this come from the Himalayas?
No. I
feel like it would be
dyed
more
pink. I think
expensive,
it's got a pink number 9 on it.
Oh, a Christmas oyster for Lieutenant Eric. Wearing a great Labatt blue
with my
Christmas
coffee,
shirt today, too.
coffee and oysters. Hey, what a deadly
That's
combination!
the way to start the day.
This time of day. Let's
There
pick a
we
good
go.
one here. I want to pick a real
Yummy
Ooh, that's-
boy.
That's a little too fat for right now, maybe. Oh, that's
Yummy
a nice one.
boy. Oh, God.
A little hot sauce, a little salt. Ah.
Trev, you said you like seafood, so you probably like this stuff.
Don't those have to be warmed up?
No.
No.
You just eat them.
You
You
can warm,
think,
you can warm
think
up.
they come warm from the ocean?
Suppose not. Okay. I might have one later.
Joel says, "I'm the only one in my family that likes oysters." Wow. I don't know if anybody in my family really likes oysters either. I mean, with like my parents, I'm not sure. Hey, if you're watching right now on YouTube, slam that thumbs up today. I will refuse to go off the air unless we have 200 thumbs up today. All right, so let's go. Hammer that thing right now. You're watching. Tell your friends. Christmas. What's this?
Merry Christmas.
What is this? Dude, you don't have to give me anything here. It's a card, and it's in a case.
Uh-huh.
2 Karl Malone cards.
Yeah.
God, the mailman.
Yeah.
He always delivered. And Johnny Stockton.
Yeah, it's a duel.
God, beautiful.
Isn't that something?
Karl Malone.
1-on-1s. Somewhat.
90 fine. Love it. Man, I have John Stockton rookie graded. Karl Malone rookie graded. It's pretty expensive, actually. This is great.
Isn't that something?
Buddy.
Yeah. You weren't expecting that, were you?
This is Lieutenant Eric surprising the jolly man himself. God, what a great start to the day. And we've got this present from JBB and the Bing Bing
Yeah.
Boys. YouTube, Trev wrapped something for us.
We got these from...
Yeah. Let's do that. These are from Big Maple.
Big Maple.
Big Maple. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Hey, sorry
Big
about
Maple.
your dog.
Yeah, Big Maple. That sucks with your dog crapping all over the place. That's a tough one. Oh, somebody else just sent in a picture of oysters in their pantry. That's gross.
Whoa.
We should get an update on 6 o'clock or lager with Scott today, too. That should be out within a day or two, the second run. What's this, from Big Maple?
Big Maple.
Big Maple. What do we got here?
There's like random packs or what's going on?
Oh, Big Maple. My goodness. Oh, this is great. There's packs inside, the cards inside these packs
Oh,
here.
shit. Tyler Hero.
What do you got? RJ Barrett, A Duke Blue Devil RGB. LeBron James Prism. Are you kidding me? Mwah.
Hey, the worm.
Carry on Johnson Auto. Love it. Mo Vaughn.
Look at this, Daryl. Mo Vaughn?
Mo Vaughn. Check it out. Mo Vaughn.
I got a Buck Showalter auto. Look at this.
That is a Buck
Showalter auto.
Oh, look at this. Vladdy.
Pudge Rodriguez.
Vladdy Guerrero.
These are
222 out of 275. Amir Abdullah. Rookie jumbo patch. Halati Nagata. And an autographed Dalton Varsho. His name is Dalton. God, that's beautiful.
What a random pack.
Big Maple, you didn't have to do this, buddy.
Amazing.
What an incredible day.
Trev, you open yours?
What'd you get there, Trev?
Oh, I got some heat. Pascal Siakam, Trevor Lawrence rookie card, Kawhi Leonard.
Trevor Lawrence rookie card.
Yeah.
What do you want to trade for that? Which one is it? Let me see which one that is. Because I collect Trevor Lawrence rookie cards.
NFL debut. This bad boy.
I have that one. You can keep it.
So do I.
So do I. That's a nice one. That's a mosaic. That's good. I like that.
Gypsy Queen, Mookie Betts jersey. I got it. Yeah, that's pretty
Beautiful.
Sick. That's really
God,
sick.
this is great. What a great day.
Jocelyn's into a 6 o'clocker logger already.
Of course she is.
She sends it in picture proof.
Why would
Thank
you? Why would you not be?
Mike Trout game used memorabilia card.
What?
I don't know what that is. What's this?
Let's see this one, Trev. Looks like a beauty here. Probably just a little patch card. Oh, Trev broke his thing too. You know what?
They're cheap.
How have the quality of these things not improved?
Construction
and
paper.
they never make them big enough to put over your head anyway. Oh, that's really nice. This is the Allen Ginter stuff. Yeah, it looks like a piece of. Oh, here we are. Yeah, very cool. That's a nice one, buddy. Look at Trev. This is best Christmas ever, right, Trev?
Just some monsters, hey?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Big Maple, thank you very much, man. You didn't need to drop that stuff off. Much appreciated. 780-218-9999. This show is jam-packed today. By the way, once again, smash the thumbs up on this bad boy. We'll get to those a little bit later on. Daryl, bah humbug.
He's getting it.
Daryl's being a bah humbug.
He wants
He's
to
just
get
kidding.
straight to business.
The nasty chat's not messing around.
Yeah.
Daryl, I love you. Daryl rolls in on our Christmas 6 o'clock or Christmas party and he drops a Oilers need a rebuild. Draisaitl won't resign. McDavid deserves to leave. Put the C on Hyman and let him lead it through the next phase.
Big list for you, Santa.
Right away, Dylan right behind him says, Daryl, stop it. Not today, Daryl. Not today. I mean, we will break down this game. Obviously, you kind of have to. Post-game show, I popped in. I didn't want to start any fires in there last night, but I did pop in briefly, and the nasty chat seemed to be pretty fired up on the post-game show last night, wasn't it, Trev? Like, it looked like a good time.
It was definitely bumping.
Yeah.
Cass was having a good time. But,
Was he?
Oh,
Was
yeah,
he
yeah.
trolling?
Yeah, he was trolling a lot
I
of
like
people.
when Cass gets in troll mode.
I liked it too. A lot of people were here for it. Some people were not, but that's okay.
Well, it was a special teams disaster for the Oilers last night, and we'll get into that here. Well, we'll probably we'll get into immediately the morning after show right away. We'll get into that. I'm going to lay out the rest of the show for you quickly. Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas, days 11 and 12. We got to open up this present from Trev that he got for us, and this present from JBB and the Bing Bing Boys. That's great as well. So we'll get into that. Just after 7 o'clock, Luke Gazdic, Noodles is flying today, so Gaz is going to slide in. 7:30 today, free advice, holiday edition for local slumlord Damon Bunting. By the way, watch Damon. Well, we'll get to it when we have that Bunting segment because we're giving something away today with Damon Bunting. So we'll give you some details on that a little bit later on. 7:45 today, Eric Macramalla. We do have Macramalla intros already rolling in. I say you probably got to put a Christmas twist on this today if you're going to win text of the day.
Put a bow on it, or something. Dress it up, wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I do like this one. EST legal analyst and guy who was extremely disappointed to find out that Dick Van Dyke was still alive mere weeks after paying a tidy sum for his skull on eBay.
A tidy sum.
A tidy sum. What's that? Oh, I just bought the skull of Dick Van Dyke. Yeah, but Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
Then whose skull did I buy? As he's holding it. Hey?
ESC legal analyst and guy who consistently embellishes the goings-on at his amazing fromage à trois weekends. He eats cheese with 3.
Yeah.
That would be
Nude raclettes.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good too. So you can get those Macramalla intros rolling in. Third hour is going to be jam-packed as well. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power for the fine folks. You walk around United Sports Cycle, you probably see a bunch of people wearing Christmas cheer just like this. Santa's Workshop down at United.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's North Pole South.
Weekly
Is what they're
rankings
calling it.
coming up around 8:20, 8:15-ish. Greg Wyshynski, 8:25. Scott Laurie, Redbeard will be in. Beer of the Week, Christmas edition. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to have to tidy up a spot here for him. But we'll get through our presents here in the 6 o'clocker Christmas party. And if you want something for Christmas, let Santa know. And if you've been a good little boy or girl, we'll get those for you, hey? David the Essential with a reasonable ask. Hey, just wants the invite to Nasty Bash 2.0.
Even Santa could make that happen,
Yeah.
you'd think, hey?
No, you know what?
Unless old
As Santa,
Scrooge Iwanic has anything to say about
it's
it.
so great to make dreams come true. Yeah?
In December, when the events are all in the summer and Santa's long gone by now. Again, I'm making all these Santa promises.
Hey, David the Essential's going to text in one day and be like, guys, I'm ready for that Nasty Bash invite. We're like, what are you talking
I have
about?
no idea what
Santa
you
gave it to me. Santa who? This doesn't make any sense, man.
Well, Santa Claus, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's dive into your morning after show. I guess I got to get the bad morning after show song again. Hey,
Let's do it. Yeah.
Being a fan of the Oilers today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to have your say? It's the morning after show where we will talk about the game and let you know who you should blame. You want a show where you will know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game. You want a show so people know if the problems are still the same. You want a show every morning after the game.
All right, let's get into it. Morning after show brought to you by EM Utility Locating. Helping you with GPR and concrete scanning, damage prevention, and planning, design, education, and training. www.
That's where Santa goes when he needs, right?
.emutilitylocating.com. Before flying around the world on Christmas Eve, Santa checks in with EM Utility Locating to make sure everything is safe and sound.
So he locates all the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
Yeah.
Santa's choice.
All right. I'm going to take off the Santa hat for a second so
Okay.
I can
Put on your
rip the
serious hat.
crap out of this hockey team for a second. You can't rip the crap out of a team wearing a Santa hat. That would be ridiculous. Your EST big moment that happened. What do you got, Rick?
Well, it's the second period. It's the Holmstrom shorty.
Has to be the
I mean,
shorty.
that's the
100%.
backbreaker. This guy's a shorthanded demon in himself, but nonetheless.
Thief of the night.
Two power play goals and then a shorty. I know Stoff on the broadcast said it was already happening in the first period. He wasn't even happy with the first.
How does Stoff know that stuff? Future Nielsen Show guest.
He was, yeah, I mean, it was the second. I mean, this is one of those games, fairly elementary, I guess, but I mean, look, special teams was a nightmare last night. You allow those two power play goals. You maybe head into the break down 2-1. This team can, I mean, even down to 3-1, but I think that's shorty a bit of a mental backbreaker. So, yeah, I'll go with the second period, more specifically the Holmstrom shorthanded to make it 3-1.
The botched opportunity on the 5-on-3.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another kind of tie into this whole special teams thing we're talking about. Shorthanded goal against, definitely the EST big moment that happened. But having a 5-on-3, as Jack reiterated like 9 times, against a horrible Islanders penalty kill, and you weren't able to get anything done with it. And then the Islanders obviously striking twice on their power play. The entire game was decided by special teams. Chris Knobloch basically said that last night when he laid out, during the winning streak, they were owning the special teams battles. Now, I mean, during this 3-game stretch, especially last night, not so much. So that'll be your EST. Big moment that happened. Super stat of the night. What are you going with?
Special teams.
Yeah,
It stands out. It screams out at you. And not only the 2 for 4 for the Islanders, but the 0 for 4 for the Oilers. So the power play and the penalty kill both on full display last night. And, as you mentioned, it's not just the shorty, but chances that the Oilers had that didn't go for them last night. So it'd be nice to say in other seasons, you're like, you know what, re-racker or whatever you want to. You can't. The losses mean a lot more now. And that's the problem in these tight games where something like a special teams decides it, or dare we say getting goalied on the odd night. You just can't have them. They mean a lot more now. So, and arguably, I don't know about you, I did have the Islanders above the Devils in this 3-game road trip in terms of difficulty.
Yeah, you did.
You now have a back-to-back against the Devils, rounding out with the Rangers Friday, having lost 3 straight. So you and Trev were talking, streaky. You understand
Way
the
too
frustration
streaky,
from
man.
fans, though. How do you buy in? And what is it more of? Is it the streaky good or the streaky bad? And by roster construction, I would tend to lean towards the streaky bad. There are players on this team that drag you out of it. But the toughness, I think, or lack of, was on full display last night. I mean, I don't know if you want to go over Ryan McLeod's line again. His number line, his stat line. I don't think you need to, but it's much of the same. And I think much of the same, special teams aside, but the lack of physicality, the lack of depth, I think that's more indicative of this Oilers team this season than what we saw during that 8-game streak where you have a handful of guys picking you up and carrying you through the way.
I mean, the super stat of the night has to be what you kind of laid out, I think. I mean, I also, I'll look on the other side of it here. And Sorokin had a 9.68 last night. He played well after letting in a weak one, the first goal. I mean, if Skinner lets that in, everybody's losing their mind. Sorokin probably should have stopped that Draisaitl shot, too.
Also, too, and just I'll make a mention, I know nobody's talking about it at all, but Connor Brown had a handful of fairly good chances
Connor
last night.
Brown had
and you had the tweet where he missed the so, I don't know.
What do you, like, you're on a 2-on-1. You haven't scored all season, and you missed the net as a right shot on the far side? How does that even happen? Non-factor. And you can stuff all your, it was really good on penalty kills into a sack and throw them out. Because you have to be able to hit the net on a 2-on-1. Unbelievable. That was bad. That was really bad. 4th star of the game, 3 stars, all of them New York Islanders last night. Not surprising. In this one, Sorokin was the first star of the game. Horvat, the 2nd star, and the shorthanded assassin, Holmstrom, the 3rd star last night. Lieutenant Eric will be your 4th star of the hockey.
It's tough to even go to like a guy like Zach Hyman, a steady guy that we
Took a
always
couple
used to-
penalties
couple
last
penalties,
night.
you don't
Hard
mind a
working
dash
penalties,
one.
but
no,
like,
I get
still
it.
you're
But,
like, ah.
And you can argue, at the yeah. I'm trying to pick up somebody from the Draisaitl had a goal, I guess.
Yeah, but
Fogel's-
Draisaitl had a couple garbage
Yeah, I
shifts
know,
in that game
and
as
we've
well.
seen what he can. Drew a penalty. Warren Fogle, 1 assist plus 1, couple shots.
That's nice.
He's like the mini Hyman, maybe in a sense that you can look to the guy this season specifically and saying, okay, you brought something to the fold. Outside of that, I'm trying here. I'm really trying.
I understand you're trying. It's a tough one. 38th star of the game. Yeah, I look, there's a lot of zeros across the board last night for the Oilers. Matthias Janmark, zeros across the board in just over 9 minutes. James Hamblin didn't even play 7 minutes last night. He had zeros across the board. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to Connor Brown. I'm sorry. I mean, just the fact that you have a 2-on-1 and you can't. It's not like he was. What was he? 10 feet in front of the goalie, and he still missed the net. Put the puck on the goal. I don't know what you do with this guy. And I know they were moving lines around last night. And they're trying different things. But so now, you know what you should have done? You should have just left Nuge with McDavid and Hyman going into the game.
Now you rob Leon to pay Connor.
Now you have to go back to Nuge and Hyman and McDavid. It's your only line that can piss a drop at 5-on-5 right now. So, yeah, didn't like the fact that they switched it up. McDavid's point streak snapped. Sometimes line juggling is not the best thing for a team, and I would think they probably go back on the back-to-backs here. Mind you, they did say the reason that they wanted to split it up because they're on the road and different matchups and stuff. But Draisaitl scored early, but I don't necessarily know if we're crediting the line for great pressure and things like that. It was off the rush. So I definitely go back to Nuge with McDavid and Hyman and just, hey, look, if one line can win you a hockey game, then let the one line win you the hockey game till everybody else gets their you-know-what together.
Yeah.
So
Stanley Cup, here you come.
EMT Utility Locating Steady Eddie of the evening.
Gene?
Darnell Nurse.
Okay.
I'll go Darnell Nurse. Finishes +1. Played over 21 minutes.
Okay.
I was going to go Cody Ceci. He was a plus player in this game as well.
Well, Ekholm had an assist too, 4 hits, 5 shots. You make a case.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little night there for Ekholm. Played almost. You know what, Eric?
We're
That's a good
grabbing
idea.
at,
no, that's a good idea.
yeah,
That's a good idea. Matthias Ekholm. Let's go there. Steady Eddie of the evening. Had an assist. Played almost 24 minutes. Evan Bouchard played over 27 and a half minutes.
Half hour almost.
In that game last night. That's a lot of ice time for Evan Bouchard. But that is your morning after show for EM Utility Locating. If you are doing any sort of work that you can't see because it's below the ground, Matt and his team at EM Utility Locating will have you covered. GPR and concrete scanning. I just want to be around for one of those. That'll blow my mind to be like, you're seeing right through that concrete? What type of technology is this? Like, that's amazing.
Hard hat, glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, full
Damage
deal.
prevention, planning, design, education, and training. Oilers blow it against the Islanders. Have now lost 3 in a row, and the absolute best they can be at Christmas is 500. They're 13-15-1. They got to win the back-to-backs to get to 15-15-1. I know many of you said, if they can get back to 500 by Christmas, and they got there, but they let it slip away. I mean, if you lose 2, you're 4 games under 500 at Christmas. And that's a major concern.
2 on the goal differential now as well, following last night. So.
Ho, ho, ho. It's good to be back after that Oilers discussion. 6 o'clock Christmas party continues to roll along. Also, local good guy. You know how we refer to Will Fraser as local expert?
Yes.
I refer to Reed Wilkins as local good guy.
That's a good one.
He was the one who had that tweet last night. They lost 4 in a row. They won 3 in a row. They lost 3 in a row. They won 8 in a row. And they lost 3 in a row. Like, where is the consistency?
It's like a toilet seat.
With this team this year? That's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? We got a couple of presents to open up here. 6 o'clock Christmas party. Lieutenant Eric's 12 days of Christmas, days 11 and 12. This is exciting from A&W.
Full deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Santa's choice.
Oh, wrong button.
You want to do it now?
No. I was just.
I can do it now.
Halud.
Halud.
No, we're going to get to a sports update for Green Plan. And when we come back, the fun continues on the 6 o'clock Christmas party. If you want to chime in on the Oilers' loss to the Islanders, of course, hit us up in the old nasty chat over there as well. We'll go there. GSM says the Oilers need at least 95 points to make the playoffs. LL, it's not going to happen. Let's be truthful. I don't necessarily know they need to get to 95 to get there. But you're probably not far off, but I don't think like the deadline, the cutoff has to be 95. I don't think that's where we're at just yet with the way that this season has played out with some of these teams fighting for a wild card spot. A crack pack Christmas for Wayne Sports Cards. We're going to get into that as well. Huge release day in the card world today. I'll get into that a little bit coming up here. Let's get to a sports update for Green Plan with LTE.
Oilers losing the special teams battle. They drop a 3-1 decision to the Islanders. Edmonton, who have now lost 3 straight, visit the Devils tomorrow ahead of a Friday night date with the Rangers. Other action last night around the NHL. Canucks top the Preds 5-2. Blackhawks get past Colorado 3-2. Kings 4-1 victors over the Sharks. Coyotes 4-3 over Ottawa. It was the Rangers 5, Toronto 2, and the Golden Knights fall on the road 6-3 to the Carolina Hurricanes. Raptors host the Nuggets tonight, one of 10 games around the NBA. And the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners capturing the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. They defeat Marshall 35-17. Bowl season rolls on tomorrow with the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl between USF and Syracuse. This sports update brought to you by Green Plan, providing you with award-winning environmental planning and consulting services, whether it's municipal, industrial, or residential. Plan it right with Green Plan. Visit green-plan.com or give them a call, 780-455-4292.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Six o'clock, our Christmas party rolls along. Hit us up, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Guys, you can really appreciate when Nurse, when he breaks up a 2-on-1 and Bouchard just stands there like a pylon. Look, I don't want to ruin the rest of the 6 o'clock, our Christmas party, but that was a poorly played 2-on-1 with the shorty. And Nurse... Nuge along the boards just kind of backhands it up to the blue line, and then Bouchard's not where Nuge thought he was going to be, and all of a sudden, yada, yada, yada. It is in the back of the net. Ooh, RCN, the eggnog and spice rum, gingerbread spice rum early in the morning. I like people texting in pictures of what they're drinking with us today. This is good stuff. Ho, ho, ho. EST legal analyst and guy that washes Santa's sack. Back with the tears of salty Oilers fans. That comes in from EM this morning. EST legal analyst and guy who is suing his elf on the shelf for damages. That's a good one, too. Trev, can you throw me a pen? I don't know where my pen went.
You want an oyster?
Well, no, I don't want an oyster. Did you have just throw it here? I'll block the light. We'll make this catch.
Okay, got it.
Boom.
Easy.
We're on fire.
Easy.
We're on fire today. 780-218-9999. Good morning, boys. This is in from Big G today. Good morning, boys. I did some live betting yesterday, and I got my biggest win ever. You lucky duck. Look at this, making a killing over at Coolbet. Jeez, not bad bet. $2 and 161.
Hey. There you go.
Mr. Lean would be proud of that. That's great.
Actually, that will make him might shed a tear.
All I want for Christmas is the return of the tickle trunk, Santa. Oh, Santa and the tickle trunk. Something that we discussed already. We could easily put a tickle trunk right here.
Why not?
Right? This is a matter of some mystery prizes and stuff. That'd be a lot of fun. That's something we can focus on. The first 4 months here of EST, we're just trying to get shows going regularly.
Yeah.
But we're working on bringing back Scalding Hot Takes in January. Might have a sponsor on board with that. They would be legendary. And then, of course, tickle trunk we could definitely do. I do like that one. EST legal analyst and guy who was on the top of Santa's orgy list.
Oh.
Eric Macramalla. You guys are funny. You are funny. Keep those coming in. Who's that one from? That was a good one. I like that. All right. Well, let's turn this cheer around here.
Yeah,
12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, boys. Should we get into that? We're going to go 12 days of Christmas. We'll open up some of these presents. If you guys want a cookie by George, feel free. HR Daddy and Nasty Nana sent these to us yesterday. My parents love cookies by George, as do I. Smells so good. The cookies by George smell so good. So shout out to HR Daddy and Nasty Nana for getting us these cookies today too. There's so much going on here. Trev, when are you going to try one of these oysters?
Yeah, wait.
Whenever, I don't know. Should I right now?
Oh, you can if you want. Whenever you want.
Well, no, we don't want. You don't want to try before we have to do our singing parts.
That's a good
okay.
point. Yeah,
We'll do it after.
Choke
do it
on
after.
We'll do it after. All right, let's see here. Check.
Oh, dude.
Okay. 12, 6. Where is it here? All right, here we go. It's gonna sound like this. 12 days, baby. All right, good to go, Rick?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Trev, you ready? What's your confidence level like right now, Trev?
Ready. 10 out of 10.
All right, 10 out of 10. Perfect. Here we go. Let's do it. Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas. All 12 days.
On the first day of Christmas, EST gave to me a black sedan guy being creepy. On the second day of Christmas, EST gave to me 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 3rd day of Christmas, EST gave to me 3 spa dates, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 4th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 4 tomato aspics, 3 spa dates, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 5th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 6th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 7th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 8th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 9th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 9.99 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 10th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 10 filthy Bruceys, 9.99 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 11th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 11.99 loaded burgers, 10 filthy Bruceys, 9.99 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 12th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 12 Mr. Lean Leans, 11.99 loaded burgers, 10 filthy Bruceys, 9.99 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
From A&W.
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy.
Let's go! Unbelievable, this guy. The legend grows. The legend grows. God. Lieutenant Eric, well done, my man. I don't know how you get through that without ever screwing up, especially when you mix in the $11.99 loaded burgers.
$11.99 loaded burgers, $9.99 smoked brisket cheesesteaks. Merry Christmas to all.
Oh, and to all, a
And to
great
all,
day.
a great day.
A great day, a great night, except for GSM, who's in the nasty chat right now, just bitching about Leon Draisaitl at
Just, yeah.
6:45
He
in the
needs a
morning.
cup of cheer.
A cup. Hey, GSM, it's gonna be okay, bud. Jaunty in Victoria enters the nasty chat and says, Lieutenant Eric works harder than the Oilers. Oh, he executes better than the Oilers too, that's for sure. And that was absolute excellent. If they had your execution right now with the 12 Days of Christmas on special teams last night, maybe they win that hockey.
You got close.
Maybe they
would
win that
have got
hockey
close, yeah.
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas.
Another 12
The first
days.
ones ever at Edmonton Sports Talk, which we will remember for a long, long time.
Just like the NFL season, hey? You get the day one, you're like, oh, it's already done.
It's already over now. We'll probably do it one more time before the end of the show.
Why
Just 'cause
not?
how do you not? I mean, it's incredible
I'll
stuff.
get lubed up a little more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be great. And Trev, I'll just say this: I thought you and I were really on point with our from AEWs.
We definitely crushed it. Took us 12 days, but that was our best one for
We're
sure.
coming together. We're coming in
what
right
you
over
want.
as
Yeah,
you're,
yeah,
as
yeah.
you're
In sync.
laying out.
Finish strong.
We're kind of hitting it right over the top.
First 12 days
Felt
with the
good about it, boys.
backing vocals. It was really nice to have you guys along for the ride.
I think
Thanks, Rick.
Strummy says it best. Dusty and YTT make the ends meet, but
Yeah.
LTE definitely keeps them tied.
Maybe next year the EST choir does a few
God,
carolings,
wouldn't have-
you know?
I'd love to see a choir perform this, and we sell out the Jube, and everybody just comes in just for the 12 Days of Christmas song, and you're the conductor.
Yeah, symphony orchestra.
Like,
You want the big,
you have to do two different hands, or you're working this group over here, and they're quiet, and over here they're like, oh, give it, you gotta bring it up, gotta bring it up, gotta bring it up.
Every time 3 spot.
That's good. I think I saw Strummy in the Nasty Chat saying, all I want for Christmas, Santa, is my son to not be the last one out of the dressing room. Ho, ho, ho. Please get changed in a timelier manner, young Strummy. Marshall is also the last guy in the room. Mind you, when I play Rec League, I'm the last guy in the room, too, because I just like sitting around.
Oh, shooting the
Marshall
what,
just
you know,
likes sitting there.
having a pop.
He's he's either super pumped or he's frustrated with the game. So it's I get where you're coming from, though, Stormy. But I like being. My wife hates it. She'll come in like 3 times and be like, "Where are you guys?" I'm just like, man, just let's chill. You realize how hard he just worked to move a body this big? Like, come on.
I mean, hockey, you play the sport, but it's about the dressing room, right? It's about the memories you make along the way.
This text is in and says, wow, Eric, that was fantastic. You have a great singing voice. Merry Christmas.
Hey.
From Dusty's mom.
Thank you.
That's my once
Nasty
again.
Nana.
Thanks, Nasty Nana, for
you.
the Christmas cheer. A cup of cheer.
A cup of cheer.
All right, let's get Trev an oyster here. Trev, come over, get an oyster, and then take it back. Turn on your camera.
Pick a good one.
And we'll get a look at you
It's
eating
fine.
an
You're not
oyster.
gonna,
here.
be fine.
Trev, I went through this last year.
eaten
It's
4
like a
already.
rite of passage for the 6 o'clocker Christmas party. It does look gross, right?
but, you know,
It's
that's
disgusting.
life, you know? Sometimes-
I don't know who ever came up with the idea. Hey, let's eat these things.
Pick whichever one.
You know, why would you have not? Why would you not have? Ugh, it's just gross.
Sauce if you want, or you can have it nude.
How?
How lewd.
Yeah, get it all in there. Yeah. You like the high.
I put
Take
so
it
much
easy.
salt on it last year. All right, take it over.
Wait.
Take
I
you
gotta
eat it right here.
I know we're a little.
Oh, you're gonna get the reaction on
Trev
it.
trying his first smoked oyster.
Yeah, eat it right there. Eat it right there. Let's see it. Oh, 2 gags.
No way.
2 gags. It's gross, right, Trev? Yeah, exactly. My man.
Acquired taste.
It's finally nice to have somebody on the other side of this oyster.
You have a
can.
couple more, you'll be eating a tin
They're
by the end of the
disgusting.
show.
They're disgusting. Oh God, he
You can
says.
spit it out.
Don't spit it out. You gotta swallow.
You
it.
gonna swallow it? Do you want a shot
Oh,
of?
don't get sick, dude.
Where's the captain?
Okay.
Well, didn't go over his plan.
It's gross. It's the texture to me. The texture. I don't know how you can eat the texture of an
Let
oyster.
it slide down.
God.
I need to chew it.
Trev still he still can't
take
even,
that back. I ruined Christmas for
can't
Trev.
even talk. I can't even talk yet. Oh man, Trev, you gonna be okay, bud? What do you think, man?
That's way too. I don't know what I'm tasting right now.
Maybe
It's
too
way
early.
Too much of something. I don't know.
More of a happy hour.
It's got like that fishy taste. I kind of tastes like salmon. I like the taste of salmon. I don't know. I think it's cold. I don't
It's
like
the
that.
smoked. Have you had them hot?
No, that was the first one I ever had.
I just think the texture sucks.
But I like sushi.
Look, well, is it anything like sushi though? It's probably not. Like
Well, it's cold seafood.
that's just sick. You're a bunch of psychos.
Good on you for trying it, Trev. I made my Christmas.
Hey, guess what, Trev? I'll say this right
He's
now.
not having a good one.
Probation has been lifted.
Let's go.
You're in.
That's all for it.
Menopause Nick says Eric is the real MVP for that 12 Days of Christmas. Legendary.
Thank you, Daddy.
Hey, Menopause Nick. Lacombe Drew says, I'm the crazy guy applauding alone in my car. Well job, LTE. Well job. All right. Let's we got a Crack Pack Christmas we're gonna get to still. Let's do JBB and the Bing Bing Boys gift here. What is this?
Yeah.
So they did a really good job wrapping this because
Too good.
they wrapped the lid separately from the rest of the present, which I've never taken the time to do. Looks like we do have a little bit of tape here holding it all together. So let's
It's a nice bow, a festive
tape on,
garland on there.
there we go. That's the trick. Oh, over here too. It says, please open before or during the 6 o'clock hour before you boys are off for the holidays. JBB. Now, if this is going to be some sort of hilarious bum that blows up EST, I mean, it's been a great run. And at least Trev got to try oysters before it ended. All right, what do you see here, Rick? What do we got? Oh, they got some tissue paper. Oh, boy. There's like a love letter in here. Stuff. Goonies.
Oh, wow.
Goonies.
Is that for me then?
We want you guys to watch this movie. We know you can make it happen. There you go.
Read that.
Lieutenant Eric got Goonies. Frosted Pop-Tarts. Unbelievable. Raspberry, too. One of my favorite flavors. More oysters. Here, Trev, you can have these.
Oh, flavored, too. You may like those ones. Perhaps you too, Trev.
2 pens. I love pens.
You were looking for one moments ago.
Top shelf pre-rolls. Pineapple Express.
I think those are for me.
I will share those with
Yeah,
you.
Eric likes Ned. Yeah.
So these are crackers for your oysters.
Perfect.
Which time out really well today.
Oh, this is great.
You boys can share the pens, but you'll have to fight for the notebook.
Is that a Hilroy?
It's a Hilroy.
That's top. Yeah. I think that's for you.
Hilroy's close to my
I'll
heart.
take the joints. You take the notebook.
You take the joints. I'll take the notebook. You guys can. I think this is.
Probably for the oysters, I would assume. Maybe a little hot sauce there. Right?
It's hot sauce from Taco Bell for the oysters, I think. There you go. He says perhaps a big race for the book.
That's like a car survival kit right
This
here.
is a real
you put
nice
that in your trunk
Hilroy.
and you're good.
Jeez, JBB and the Bing Bing Boys, you don't know how much this means to us. This is great. Now I got a new Hilroy. This is everything's turning up. Christmas special here, eh? The Goonies, though. I want to put the Goonies in right now and just do a watch party of us watching the Goonies.
Have it playing in the background.
Yeah,
eh?
we just put.
On a
We
loop.
should just have Goonies playing all the time behind us. I guess we could do that. And also, I'm going to re-gift this box to somebody.
It's a great
It's
box.
a great box.
wrap
Look at
job.
the bow on this thing.
Who
and
do you
everything.
think you are, William Huff?
Well, actually, it's only wrapped on one side. This is one of the
That's
best wrap
really-
jobs
yeah,
I've ever
it's-
seen in my entire life right here.
That took some skill.
That's great. Awesome. JBB and Bing Bing Boys. We love you, man. Merry Christmas. All right, Trev, you want us to open this thing?
Yeah.
Trev, this is really heavy, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And that's
It's,
addressed to the EST crew.
The EST crew from YouTube, Trev. All right.
So
The
that's,
first part
You'll
of it.
need you'll need that to
we
operate.
Do we
it.
open the big one first, though?
Oh no, open
yeah.
actually. I think
We
open
need
the
this
small
to
one first.
operate it?
Yeah.
What is this?
Is it a TV?
No.
Did you buy a TV?
Can Macramalla use this at an orgy?
Yeah.
It is a remote.
Yeah, so he bought a TV. That's a TV.
What are you
What
up
are you
to,
doing
dude?
Yeah. I'm curious. So yeah,
What
my
is
wrap
this?
job not nearly as good as the last
what
one.
the heck?
I know what it is.
I think I kind of know what it is, too.
Maybe.
And damn,
It
am I
is.
excited.
How did you
Yeah.
find? Well, this is, you said, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a clock for the
it's a
studio.
clock. Yeah, clock for the studio.
It's a clock for the
yeah.
studio, so we'll know what
nice.
time it is in here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Timetrackers.ca.
Yeah, 100%. So I think it was about 2 months ago you guys mentioned it, and it just
Yeah.
so happens my uncle has a clock business.
Come
He's
on.
been doing it for almost close to 30 years now. He has clocks all over Canada, all over Edmonton, U of A, pretty well every arena.
Is this his
well,
website,
not every-
timetrackers.ca?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, if you want a digital
So it's a clock with a remote.
Yeah, pretty fancy,
Wow.
super nice, very
Can you
nice
believe
clock.
this?
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like a shot clock.
Hey, you could be a shot
I mean,
clock,
yeah,
probably.
you kind of.
Whatever
But yeah,
you
because
want.
we're always like, at the old radio station, we had a clock that I could look and be like, oh, it's 6:50 or whatever. Now we got one. Great idea, Trev.
Yeah, of course.
My goodness.
Merry Christmas.
Oh,
boys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Trev.
Christmas.
Of course.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, geez. What a day.
What does
6 o'clock
Santa
at
think of
Christmas
all
party.
this?
Ho, ho, ho. Telling time is very important for Santa. Now Tommy's going to hate the mess we're creating in here today, isn't he? That's okay. Should we get into the Advent calendars?
I mean,
we might
no
as well
time.
wrap the Advent calendars. Hey, why don't we wrap up Christmas with a banger? We got so much more to get to because this is it for our show here, right? So we just get to do the whole kick and caboodle here. Well, we got 12 packs between the two of us. This is going to be great. Let's go.
Let's go. Trev, you want one of these?
I can't wait till
Day
that clock's
21?
set up.
Yeah, up to you.
Do you guys realize how? Do you guys realize how fired up Awanik's going to be to set up a clock?
Oh, yeah.
he's
He
gonna
built
love
a
that.
desk
Yeah.
yesterday. I mean,
Yeah, we got
Christmas
a desk.
comes early for
so
him.
this is a old ex-disgraced commish.
Uh-huh.
Buys and builds and sets up a desk for new commish
now that he's out of
in the hangout.
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to me.
Read into that. How you
I
mean.
think he's doing it so when he steals back the commish job, he's got a desk. Uh-oh, Freddie Anderson, exclusive. We're starting with some fire, 62 out of 100. Love it.
Look at this Cale Makar.
Love
Look
it.
at how thick this thing is.
Whoa. What is
Yeah.
this? It's like, who the hell is that? From Ace Ventura. Metal X, Cale Makar.
Like that's a
Very nice card.
That's a slab.
That's a very nice card. Beautiful. What a way. We're starting with some heat here. Trev, what'd you get, buddy?
Pain.
Nothing too crazy. Tom Wilson, Robbie Fabry.
Trev,
Justin
take my
Braun.
21-2 here.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right.
22 rolling on.
Yeah, we're cruising along here.
2021
Crackback Christmas.
Young Guns.
Wayne Sports Cup. So you know what comes out today? The Cup.
Oh yes.
Which
You
is
gotta get those gloves on.
I've cracked 2 boxes of the Cup. I use like gloves. You have to use gloves. It's a high end product, and they're dropping it today at Wayne Sports Cards. So if I don't even know if anybody here would crack the Cup because it's pricey, but it is also amazing.
Another Cale Makar.
Voracek, Pink Dazzlers, Josh Archibald,
Oh, boy.
dum,
Put
dum,
him on the
dum,
lineup.
dum. And Darnell Nurse, Archibald and Nurse in the same pack. My goodness, there's something to be said about saving an Advent right to the end. You know, it's
Well, you get
real
to
nice.
eat all the chocolate.
Yeah, it's really good here. All right, let's go.
Ethan Bear.
Luke
on your
Gazdic coming
Vancouver
up, by the
Canucks.
way. What's this?
Stasny, right.
2021. Let's go.
Tage Thompson.
Victor Soderstrom, Ultimate Victory Rookie. Trevor
Winnipeg
Lewis.
Jets, Sam Gagner.
Oh, Sam Gagner in the house. What do we got left here? Oh, I got 2 left still. 24. Man, there's so many packs to crack this morning. 15-16 Upper Deck Series 2. This is going back a bit. Love it.
2021.
All right, let's see. What do we got?
Extended series.
Come on, give us the goods. Give us the goods. Jake Virtanen, Young Gun. Doesn't hit like it used to. I'll say that. Let's see.
Spirit Captain. Connor McDavid. NHL All-Star.
All-Star. OPG Platinum. Day 25. Supposed to do it on Christmas morning, but we're doing it now. Come on, Platinum. Let's
This
go.
is the one. 25
For
is
Hagee.
Look at this. 23-24 Series 1.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Connor Garland.
Come
Damiani. Jeremy Swayman, rookie. Darnell Nurse. Pink Matt. Beautiful. Look at this. What a way to end it. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Sound of the year. Has to be sound of the year.
Vasilevsky, Teacher's Pet.
Get you some Doug
Yeah,
Roach.
yeah.
The teachers. I don't know where I come on those teacher pet
And
cards.
Matthew Kessel, Young Gun. Chen, Brand Rust, Darcy Kemper. Thank you, Waynes. This
Yeah,
was a
thanks,
very
Waynes.
great idea.
This is great. If you need any last minute Christmas shopping for that nerd in your life, Wayne Sports Cards has you covered.
Joey Bielak he turns back. Looks like they're doing a little reverse that you might see in football. And here comes Bazin. He's got some speed. Split the D. Oh, what's he going to do? He's shooting the roof, Daddy. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at that. And there's the speed. The old banana splitting Rudy. And, Vernon is rejoice as their nemesis, Steinbach. They get him in overtime. Roof Daddy. As Bazin kept chugging as his speed helped split the D. And there's no slipping on a banana peel there as he went. Slipper on upstairs there.
Upstairs there.
Goal as Verdon is happy.
Happy. Us at the 6 o'clocker Christmas party.
Is happy.
Happy. Oh, it's too good. Well, the show's going to continue. We got quite the day
Smoked
here.
oyster?
I'm going to pass for now,
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna have one
save me one for later.
You still got the captain kicking around?
I do,
Never
yeah.
mind,
Here. Would you like to say hello to my
I'll
little
go
friend?
grab a glass for the hour two.
Captain
now.
HR Daddy right now is just freaking out, eh?
Well, a lot of paperwork later.
Yeah, a
this
lot of
afternoon,
paperwork there. WCB claims
No.
incoming. So we've got the draft coming up. Should be good. Jay Milne on the clock. I'm picking 2. Eric's picking 3. Tommy Gazzola in that 4-5 swing. Quinn Phillips with the new desk. The commission locked and loaded, ready to go. Should be a good day. A good day here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
I'm just wondering again for the. Will it be a studio audience? Or are there any Christmas miracles or surprises? This could turn into a very, very, very hectic day, and one for a new commish to arrive on the
It's
scene.
busy.
Holy!
Marshall and the Muzz are coming by today. But probably around 10:30. I said, come in 10:30. We should just be wrapping up the draft.
Yeah, Daddy's
Be
drafting.
in that post game.
You'll
Last
be in
thing
your
I
game
want.
mode. Yeah.
Don't you dare come in and distract me on Christmas draft day. I'm trying to go 3 for 3. Like, are you nuts? They know. They know. The last thing my wife wants to see is me drafting in person. She hates me when I draft. So she's very rude, I guess. All right, we do have Luke Gazdic coming up. We'll dive into the Oilers. Every time they lose, no matter, this is what drives me nuts. One last rant from Seth. I'm going to take off my hat for a second. Every single time they lose, everybody just wants to blame the goalies. Every single time. It's like, well, trade for a goalie. Trade for a goalie. They've scored 1 goal in each of the last 2 games. Unless you're trading for a goalie who's going to have back-to-back shutouts. Go look how many times that's happened in the league this year. You're still not winning those games regardless of who the goalie is. So stop it. Stop it with your ridiculousness. Doesn't make any sense. A good time for everyone here today. The whole day is a Christmas party at Edmonton Sports Talk today. 6 o'clocker Christmas party was a lot of fun. Thank you for some of the gifts that you've dropped off here over the last little while. It's been a heck of a ride, and the 6 o'clockers are what make
First
it possible.
Edmonton Sports Talk 6 o'clocker Christmas party.
It feels great.
Congratulations, boys.
The cup of cheers continue. Luke Gazdic is on the way. We'll have free advice for local slumlord Damon Bunting. Macramalla is going to pop by. Keep those Macramalla Christmas-related intros rolling in at 780-218-9999. We're going to dive into the Oilers and Islanders with Luke Gazdic coming up, but let's get to a sports rewind with Lieutenant Eric.
Oilers dropping their 3rd straight last night as they lose the special teams battle 3-1 to the New York Islanders. The 3-game road trip will continue tomorrow against the Devils ahead of a Friday night date with the Rangers. Raptors host the Nuggets in one of 10 games around the NBA tonight. The University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners capturing the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl yesterday as they defeat Marshall 35-17. Bowl season rolls on tomorrow with the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl between USF and Syracuse. This Sports Rewind brought to you by Universal Rewind, industrial electric motor sales and service, servicing many industries we rely on daily. From agriculture and aggregates to food processing and industrial manufacturing, choose expertise, experience, quality. Choose Universal Rewind.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Dustin and Lieutenant Eric with you here on The Nielsen Show. Christmas movie character draft coming up a little bit later on today on the Hangout, so we'll get into that as well. It is our final show together before the holidays. I'm taking off to the Spengler Cup on Saturday. Lieutenant Eric home for the holidays? Like
yes.
back to Saskatoon?
Back to
Are you back there the whole time,
baby.
or are you just popping back for a bit, or what?
22 to 27th, I'll be on tour, so you can
That's
catch
nice.
me in and around the likes of Saskatoon, Battlefords, Lloydminster, Davidson. You can even buy the shirt if you want to. It's gonna
You
be
should
great.
do the Christmas tours
Be a great
through
time.
small town
A
Saskatchewan.
lot of KMs, baby.
That would be pretty good. So yeah, it's our final show together. So we're having a lot of fun today. A Christmas party here at Edmonton Sports Talk, and our next guest, Luke Gazdic, who's sliding in. Noodles was flying today. Gazdic was able to move some things around to join us today as opposed to tomorrow. It'll be Tommy Gazzola and Jay Milnen on the show tomorrow. As always, our Hockey Insider brought to you by Pro-Am Sports, your locally owned sports memorabilia and apparel specialists. Gift cards are available now. So if you're like, oh man, I never know what to get them, but I know they want something from Pro-Am, get the gift card. You'll be all right. They can be used in-store or online, and they never, ever, ever expire. I want to see somebody roll in like 105 years from now and be like, I found this. It was purchased in 2023. I want to use it now.
And what else do they say?
Yeah.
Santa's Choice, right?
Yeah,
Pro-Am Sports.
exactly.
That's
Pro-Am
Santa's Choice.
Sports, Santa's Choice. Located in Edmonton, St. Albert Trail, 128th Ave, online at proamsports.ca. Tell them that Dusty the Elf sent you, and they got that EST Insider Special going on right now, which is just for Edmonton Sports Talk viewers and listeners. Slide on in there and tell them that you're an ESTer. And there's an in-store special. We don't even know what it is, but it's a mystery special, and you can go in and get it. Let's bring in Luke Gazdic this morning. Luke, welcome to the Christmas party, buddy. How you doing? Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Pretty
this.
good, boys.
Ah, well done, Luke. Well done. Pretty good, boys. We had to find something after that 3-1 loss to the Islanders last night, right? So we got to have some fun with it. You must you have a bunch of family in the Toronto area and kind of just get to stick around home for the holidays or what?
Oh yeah. I got, I have family out west as well, but everybody generally comes to gravitate towards here,
Okay,
come to my
nice.
parents' place over the break. I always thought this was tough for me too, this stretch like that they're going through right before Christmas, the week before, just because I always loved flying home and being home with my family. So the week before I was always, well, not just me, but trying to arrange flights to go home, and whether it was being home for 48 hours or 4 days, I wanted to get home to Toronto. So this week before was always challenging for a guy like me, just because I knew what was coming ahead, and the break is really nice. So
We just the 6 o'clock Christmas party. That was our last hour. We kind of got into it a little bit. And YouTube Trev, our producer, tried smoked oysters for the first time. He's not a fan. Eric's been eating them all
Look at that
morning.
face. That's it.
Where do you come out on the smoked oyster, Luke?
I love oysters and I love anything smoked, but I don't think I like those two together.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, well, I haven't tried them though, so I'm always up for new
well,
things.
maybe you would.
Oh, yeah.
You know
No,
what?
I gotta try 'em.
We'll send you in the mail a pack of
drop a little
cloverleaf
tin in,
smoked
yeah.
oysters, and you can try them and let us know what you think.
No,
all right.
to be honest,
Yeah.
to be honest, I might be in the Edmonton area sooner than you guys think. So
Okay.
we might be able to try something in studio.
Well, yeah. You know what we can do? We can get you in on the hangout with Tommy Gazzola from 9 to 11. Then you don't have to get up crazy early. You just come in and sit down in the chairs over there, and Tommy would love that. That would be real fun. Oh, that'd be great to see you. Get you in here. You can check out the offices and stuff. It'd be good. All right, so like special teams last night. I mean, the others give up 2 power play goals. Then they get that power play. You're like, oh, if they can score here, right back in it, tie game. And then they give up the shorty as well. It's really tough to win a hockey game. I don't care how good you play 5-on-5. If you get owned on special teams the way they did last night, man, that's an uphill battle that's tough to overcome, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Because I thought they were actually pretty good 5-on-5. They led in possession time. They led in shot attempts, which looking at that stat after, I couldn't believe it because I really didn't think they shot the puck well enough. But yeah, we've been talking over the last couple of weeks how good the penalty kill's been, and it was just so disappointing to see it kind of not fall apart, but to let in a couple really sags the group. And you're just like me. Every power play they kept getting, I was like, all right, here we go. We're back into it. And then they just couldn't get anything going, especially the 5-on-3. And I thought Jamal Mayers did a great job in between periods, breaking it down. And I mean, I'm not a power play specialist by any stretch of the imagination, but there just wasn't enough movement and deception. They kind of just let the New York penalty kills just stand there, and they didn't really expose them and capitalize on that opportunity. But yeah, when you let in the goals on that side and you can't score on those opportunities, that's going to hurt you every time.
One of the things that they did, so last 2 games, and there's always this discussion in town after a loss, no matter how they lose, it's, well, get a goalie, fix it. Get a goalie, fix it. But the last 2 games, they've only scored 1 goal. So your thoughts on where they're at offensively right now over these last 2 games, and the fact that they decided to switch it up, broke up the Nuge McDavid-Hyman line last night, didn't necessarily work. McDavid's point streak gets snapped. Where are they at offensively over the last couple of games here, man?
Yeah, struggling. And it's not good to see, right? I think that's the habits, and I guess the bad thing that's starting to come back in is that it's starting to look like the team again where something will be good, goaltending will be good, penalty kill will be good, power play will be good, but not all together. Especially the Florida game, that's a team offensively that you have to match them. But I really kind of agree with you too. I don't.
We freeze him. We lost him.
Consistently in games. We still there, boys?
Yeah, we're still there. Yeah, you're back. We lost you. You froze for a second, but now you're back.
Yeah, no. Honestly, it's not a team that can be winning games scoring 1 goal. And that's the most surprising thing to me, especially coming into the break here. But it can't be like this for long. Obviously, there's some guys that really have to step up the offensive opportunities they're getting. There's a certain number of guys that need to be scoring more. But it can't be a trend that can continue for too long.
Luke Reed Wilkins of 630 Chet had an interesting tweet last night, and it's basic math. Oilers last 21 games, lost 4, won 3, lost 3, won 8, lost 3. The streakiness continues. Which would you say is more indicative overall of this team? The 8-game win streak, or the team we kind of saw last night reverting back to some mistakes? Special teams was a great thing, and especially the power play. What would you say is more this team right now? The one that we saw winning 8 games, or the one that kind of shows up last night and doesn't put a full 60 together with a full defense, offense, special teams, and goaltending all to one?
Ooh, good question. But I'll go with the 8-game streak because winning any game in the National Hockey League is hard, but to put up 8 in a row is freaking impressive, man.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to them there, but just the consistency the last couple games has been frustrating. I don't hate anything, but I strongly dislike how streaky this team is in a positive and negative way. Because when you look in the long run, and I know the playoffs are still a long way away, but playoffs are best 4 out of 7 series, and you can't be going, 4, 5, 6, 8 in a row and then slouching for a couple games. So I'll give it to them on the 8-game win streak because that is impressive to put together something like that. But it doesn't mean anything if you're going to go and lose 4 or 5 in a row now. So they got to show up in Jersey and turn it around.
Yeah, it was lost 3, win 3. Lost 3, win 8, lost 3. Is there a character trait that you can group with a streaky team, or is it like they just the confidence levels kind of go up and down, too much of a roller coaster? Or is that just one of those things? Because that's really bizarre to see a team that streaky.
Or the end of the new coach bump.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you had the new coach bump. Obviously,
Yeah.
that might have helped there too. I don't know. It seems strange to me that they'd be this streaky all the time.
Yeah, and I've been on teams in the past where even after you lose a game, certain players to a certain extent have a tough time getting past that, where I started getting better towards the end of my career of putting that aside. And even if you show up to the rink the next day and you go through some video, and let's say you had a really bad game the night before, kind of turning that over and looking to the future. But I can see that being a problem. There's some guys on this team that are very emotional, right?
Yeah.
And I just think it's not looking back, and it's starting to build and looking ahead instead of focusing on what's happening behind you. So I think they really got to park games after they're done, put them aside, and move on to the next one. You can't be carrying over any extra baggage from games before.
After the loss to Florida, they decided to switch it up, took Nuge off of McDavid and Hyman's line, and that line had probably been the best line in the league for the last month or so. And even last night, Nuge was with Draisaitl. They did start switching up a little bit in the third period. Would you just put that line back together because it's something that has been dynamic, or would you keep searching to try to find a way to get offense out of your middle six right now?
I knew you were going to ask me about the lines. You love the lines, Dusty.
I do love the lines, Luke.
You
I
love
do.
breaking down the lines.
I do.
Honestly, I really liked Nuge and Connor together.
Yeah.
I think that line is money. I'm not saying the issue here is Leon, but it's clear they have to work on someone to kind of get him going and get that middle six, because I actually really think that third line of Mark Brown and McLeod has the potential to be a really good checking line that can hopefully put some pucks in the net. And I don't know if it's looking at someone from outside the organization or bringing in maybe a top 6 forward that they can slot in that second line, but Leon does have to get going a bit. But to me, I like Nuge up on that top line with Connor because they seem to have a little bit of connection, and it was pretty clear with the stats they were putting up that they can produce offensively.
There's a theory I'd like to run by you, and that would be with the way they lost to Tampa. Played awesome, club record for shots on goal, and then some bad goals against in the third period. Is that a type of loss that can suck the life out of a team and may have directly led to these last 2 games?
Oh, that's kind of bleeding into what I said too, was
Yeah.
if it is, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because you can't be sitting on that a couple games ago. But yes, it's one of the most frustrating things of all time when you do everything in your power and you have grade A chances all over the offensive zone and you just can't beat Vasilevsky or any goaltender that's in that position. But if you are still sitting on a game from last week and still very deflated from something like that, and even include the Panthers game as well, if they haven't turned a leaf from that, then that's a problem. That's kind of just leadership and maturity and moving forward. But that can really, take the wind out of your sails as a group. But I really hope they're not sitting on games from last week still.
Luke, just going back to last night, aside from hitting the net, what else does Connor Brown have to do? Or what does this team have to do with him? What would you do right now?
I don't know if I'm on the minority here, but I actually think he's playing some good hockey. I think we have certainly had to curb expectations. I, for one, hand in the air, was way off with predictions for goals and thinking he might be way more dynamic offensively than I thought he was. But I will say this, he's going to score. And I believe that as a part of this roster and this core, he's going to be a very effective player down the stretch for this team. I just think it's in a different role than a lot of people thought it was going to be. And he's going to pot eventually. Hit another post last night, 2-on-1. He basically shot it into the corner. So we'll just forget that happened. But I do think he's going to be an important player down the stretch here. And when one comes, I think lots more are going to, but certainly expectations have had to be curbed. But I like I said, I don't know if I'm in the minority, and I'm sure somebody out there with fancy stats and expected goals and all this could debate me, but I actually think almost every game to a night that I watch this team, I see something he does well. And that's what I'll say about Brownie.
Luke, later on today, we are having a Christmas movie character draft here at Edmonton Sports Talk from 9 to 11 today. Myself, a guy we call Glue Guy, Lieutenant Eric, and then Tommy Gazzola, who you know very well. Tommy, we've done 2 drafts so far since we launched Edmonton Sports Talk. Tommy's finished dead last in both of them. He needs a performance today, or else he could end up getting relegated right out of the draft. Clark Griswold's the clear number 1, I think, here. Would you go Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation as number 2, or would you go with like Buddy the Elf or John McClane from Die Hard or something like that at number 2?
Man, I love Cousin Eddie. Was I had a teammate that quoted him on the daily. Man, that's a good question though. You guys got to tell me these before.
Yeah, sorry, man. I should have fired you a text last night.
I can have one in the chamber.
Well, hey, but how about this? We do have like categories. Who would you pick for like a Santa, famous movie TV Santa? I guess.
Is it
probably Billy Bob Thornton? Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Interesting. Bad Santa was pretty good. That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Tim Allen and the Santa Claus was a movie that I watched a lot growing up as a kid.
Love that movie.
Too.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably get picked today too. Tommy will do something ridiculous. He's got the 4 or 5 swing. We did a Saturday Night Live draft where we drafted like all-time casts and skits and stuff like last month. And Tommy, God love him, but he took Jimmy Fallon 4th overall, and we're like, dude, there are so many. And I don't mind Jimmy Fallon, but, he was way down on my list. Tommy went way too early on him. So Tommy's got to bounce back.
I'm a Chris Farley guy.
First overall, Chris Farley, first overall. That was definitely the automatic pick there. All right, so no show next week. So the boys, I'm not back to the 8th, coming back from Switzerland, but the boys will be back first week of January. So they'll chat with you then, man. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, Luke.
You guys too. Merry Christmas. And like I said, I don't want to tease this too much, but I might be out there sooner than we think. So I'm really trying to make this happen.
Not before Christmas, right?
No, it would be after.
I mean, not before
Christmas.
the New Year's. Not before.
No, it would be after.
Beauty.
It would be after the New Year, but very shortly after that. So I'm trying to push some things around.
Sweet.
But Merry Christmas, guys. Eh?
Yeah. All right, man. See you later. There you go. That's Luke Gazdic. He's been
beauty.
You know, when we talk about highlights of Edmonton Sports Talk, adding Gazdic to the list of regulars has been outstanding.
Nasty Chats is the best looking Santa they've ever seen with those eyes and the hat.
Yeah, man.
He's putting it on, I tell you.
I mean, look at this. Like,
well, it was after they saw you.
I have a beard.
Second places.
I have a Santa hat.
You
Is
got
it the glasses? Is it the glasses?
Oh, there we go.
Like
Now
little-
you're the blue steel. Yeah, suck it.
What do you think of this? Take this, Gazdic.
There's a sexy Santa there.
Man, it's honest. I mean, he's got this rugged look. Beat people up for a living.
Yeah.
Way tougher than me. No, yesterday my wife sold her car, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Facebook Marketplace.
Or could you one of the two?
Okay, good for
So
her.
I get home.
Congratulations, Tammy.
I feel, but as a husband, is this bad that I was not involved in any way? I got home yesterday, and we had a long day here. We recorded a special holiday show that you're gonna be able to watch on the 27th, 28th, and 29th. And I get home at like 5:30 yesterday, and I pull up to the driveway, and her car's gone, and I'm like, what the hell? And she's driving. We got another one from my parents that she's rolling in this Trailblazer. So her RAV4 had been sitting on our driveway for a month, and I roll up and it's gone. And I'm like, where's her car? Like, what's going on? I see, like, she hadn't even listed it the last time I saw her. So I was like, so I roll in and I come into the house. I'm like, did you sell your car today? She goes, yes. I said, what? She posted it at like 10 in the morning. And it was sold by 1 in the afternoon.
She's
She had like 150 people reach out in an hour to buy a 2007 RAV4 that is banged up. And she did pretty good on it from what we were expecting. Like, we thought we'd have to move it for like $1,000. She got way more than that. I was like, this is insane. So yeah, but as a husband, like, she had the paperwork, she signed off on it. I kind of felt a little inept. I don't think I could have done that without her, and she did it without me.
I think in your defense, you just came off a big purchase, the truck purchase, right? Like, that was a big time in your life. You became truck guy. There was a lot of attention.
But I'm buying trucks and she's selling cars.
Well, she, maybe she just feels that, that she needs to pull up the slack as well. That car, though, with the wheels and everything, I mean, that was a...
So, yeah.
What sucker did she...
Well, no, somebody called. I mean, it doesn't matter with the money.
No.
So she was asking $4,000 for it. And it's 2007. It's banged up. Like, the tires, the guy who put on her winter tires is like, I've never seen rims this bad. Like, you can't even hold air in these things. So some guy called her and was like, I'll give you $5,000 cash today. And she's like, what? I'm only asking $4,000. So then he comes and takes a look at it and is like, turns it on. And like, we know it's a piece of garbage. And she said, I'll list it for $4,000, hopefully get $3,000. And so this guy goes over and he goes, well, the pictures kind of didn't do it justice.
Oh, yeah.
So he offers her $3,000 and she says, well, I'll give it to you for $35,000. He said $32,000. And so yeah, $3,200 for like, I was just going to junk it. I was just going to, like, that's me. I was just like, somebody take this vehicle for free from us.
Tammy's a regular Ashley Schaefer, if you will. Hey,
Old Steve over here will. Ashley Schaefer. I love Will Ferrell. I love a lot of his characters, but Ashley Schaefer from Eastbound and Down might be my all-time favorite. God,
Tammy
he's
let
so
her,
good.
When she let that thing go from the driveway.
So anyway, but like this thing.
So new car from
It's
Santa,
barely-
yada,
it's
yada,
barely
yada.
drivable, really. I
But she
mean,
needs
like-
a vehicle. She got a vehicle now? She got your folks, right? Isn't that how it goes? Folks gave you a car or something? That's how...
Well, my parents had like this old Trailblazer that my mom had for like 10 years and only put like 30,000 kilometers on it because she never drives it. So we're just like, give us that, and we'll drive it for a bit until we get a new one.
So big truck Trailblazer family.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. This text says, Dusty, are you sure you're her husband? A husband would definitely be involved. Yeah, well, I mean, don't shame me. I would have liked to have been involved, but she just posted it at 10 o'clock in the morning, sold it at 1, and I was at work till 5 yesterday. And by the way, working till 5 sucks. And I'm not talking about the 12 hours that we were here in the office yesterday. Here's a little Christmas beef for you. Driving home in rush hour, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't. I was furious. It took you an hour to get home yesterday. You live by the mall.
There was a fender bender, and I went on the wrong street, and I felt shame. I almost ran out of gas.
I live 15 minutes from here. It took me 45 minutes to get home at 5 o'clock yesterday. I don't know how you do that every single day. You don't know, like, the patience that you people must have to drive in rush hour traffic coming home at night every single day. I couldn't do it. I would quit and find another job that ends midway through the day. I was furious. I tried different routes because I have no patience when I'm driving. And, it was bad.
Pass that mix over here, please.
It was real bad. Like,
We don't have to do it every day, which is a
thankfully,
nightmare.
thankfully
Yeah,
we don't,
I mean, we've been, as you say, a little spoiled boys.
Dan says, Dusty wears the pants in the house, but Tammy tells him which pair. Actually, I basically rotate through the same 3 pairs. So there's really not too much going on with the pants. I'm very proud of her. I just feel like, was I really, was I, it's not like I told her, do it yourself. She just decided to list it and sold it.
Full confidence in your wife, and again, she pulled off the Ashley Schaefer. You let bygones be bygones, I think, eh?
Exactly.
You got the bag.
We got the bag and cash.
Cash.
Mind you,
Cash money.
I put it all on the Golden Knights last night, and they lost to the Hurricanes. Damn. Oh, well, we weren't expecting to do that well anyway, so that's good. Guys, advice for a first-time Spengler Cup attendee. Heading to Davos from the 28th to the 31st, and the World Juniors before and after. Oh, my God. This is a bucket list trip, man. Well, I mean, the one piece of advice I would give you coming to Spengler is to schedule a significant amount of time in the party tent there. And it's going from 11 in the morning until midnight. And it is insane. You should at least, I don't know if you have tickets to every single game, you're coming over for a Canadian game or two, but you should watch at least one game in that party tent. I've always wanted to do it. I've never had a chance to do it. It looks absolutely amazing.
For all the hoopla that happens, and we wish you luck and everything, but it is a business trip. You're working. You're calling all of it. I mean, you do have a small amount of time to kind of mingle and mix, but
I do appreciate athletes who are like, business trip, right, when they're going on road trip, the business trip.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, it is actually. I think last year I was at the Spengler for, 8 days? I had, 2 beers until New Year's Eve when the tournament was over.
Yeah.
But, if I get carried away, then I start to lose my voice. And the most important thing over there is maintaining the pipes. So it's like I'll have 8 teas in a day and maybe 1 beer at the end of the day before going back up to my room.
You blow one of those big horns, those alpine horns?
No, but I'll be having.
Yeah. You love that. Yeah.
I'm on those quite a bit over there too. It's just, I don't know how you would call 2 games a day for a week if you were out partying every night. I take this serious business trip.
Yeah. Who are you, Dick Veneret? He'd be.
Dick Veneret here, and we are at the Spengler Cup. Oh, what a time!
Lives in the tent, hey?
Just in the tent.
I don't need a room.
The entire day. Why is GSM in the nasty chat talking about Sean Monahan being a top 10 face-off guy? Let's not worry about Sean Monahan today, man.
Unsolicited as well. I don't think anybody asked the question.
Let's not worry about Sean Monahan today. I mean, in January, let's worry about Sean Monahan. Not
guy
now.
Says Trev needs more oysters. Would you
Trev,
agree,
you want another oyster?
I got some up there. They're still.
No, I'm good. I'll pass. Hard pass for sure.
Hard pass.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Gyro's in and says, Dusty, does your key still work in the door? Maybe you are part of the package deal for the car. Yeah, I mean, possibly, I guess. Tom Dixon's mustache is in and says, boys, read between the lines. Gaz was trying to hint that he might be the next head coach of the Oilers after the Knobs losing streak.
The bump. Chasing the bump.
You got to go after that bump. Boys, I have a serious question for you. If a team of Cody Ceci played a playoff game against a team of Connor Browns, who would win? At this point, I'd probably lean Cody Ceci. I'd probably take the team of Cody Ceci's.
A defensive affair. Is
After
what you're
watching
saying, yeah?
Brown, this was Gazdic's words, not mine. After watching Brown shoot the puck into the corner on a 2-on-1, I think I'd probably take a team of Cody Ceci's over a team of Connor Brown's because at least Ceci will be steady.
Credit to Gaz, though, for admitting he is in the minority, knowing full well.
Yeah, no, he said it. He thinks, but he knows he's in the minority when it comes to the play of Connor Brown. I'm going to get to a couple of Macramalla intros. We're going to do an update here for Park Mazda. Probably hear the Whale and the Wolf. How about the Whale and the Wolf? We let him out of the the room here yesterday. They go out and crush it on the hangout. Now they're back in, ready to play more tunes.
Yeah.
So that's
it's a tough gig, but they love it.
Yeah. Guys, the drive is easy when you have the EST replays to listen to. My man.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. Every afternoon from 1 to 4 on TuneIn and EdmontonSportsTalk.com, you can listen to the full replay of our show if you're looking for some laughs in the afternoon on the drive home, static free. And we got Oil Stream, we got Hangout all mixed in there as well. So we've actually had pretty good numbers of people listening to the replays, which is awesome. So that's kind of fun to see. All right, I want to get to a couple of texts here. A couple of good questions coming in for 3 questions too many today. Macramalla intros have been outstanding as well. Some really good ones today. Jeff from Thunder Bay has got a great long first-time texter. But okay, well we'll get to that too after the update here. EST legal analyst and guy Santa kicked out of Santa's village for wearing his mistletoe belt buckle. Always a hilarious joke. Wait, why is the mistletoe on your belt buckle? Oh, it's ho, ho, ho. You've been a naughty boy.
Jumping over a shark.
Yeah.
The mistletoe and the...
All right, let's get to a sports update for Park Mazda. Get to a few more of your text messages. Keep pounding that box, Paris Jewelers inbox, old PJs. Taking care of you at the holidays. 22 locations across the country. ParisJewelers.com for more on that. Here we go.
Oilers suffering their third straight loss, 3-1 to the Islanders. Oilers not only losing the game, losing the special teams battle. They'll continue their 3-game road trip prior to the Christmas break, visiting the Devils tomorrow ahead of a Friday night date with the Rangers. Other action from around the NHL last night. Wild topping the Bruins 4-3 in overtime. Blue Jackets putting up 9 on the Sabres. They take it 9-4. Hurricanes double up the Golden Knights 6-3. Rangers top the Leafs 5-2. Lightning 6-1 victors over the Blues. Flyers get past the Devils 3-2 in overtime. The Canucks 5-2 over Nashville. Chicago squeaking out over Colorado 3-2. Kings 4-1 winners over the Sharks. And Arizona with a 4-3 victory over Ottawa. The Raptors host the defending champion Nuggets tonight in one of 10 games around the NBA. Bowl season continuing last night. The University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners winning the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. They defeat Marshall 35-17. Bowl season breaks for today and will continue tomorrow with the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl between USF and Syracuse. Sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and Mitch Lewicki, where he hopes that Park Mazda can have a bowl next season.
If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a figure skater. He wears like a white outfit and he does interpretive ice dances to my life's journey.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
I'll do. I'm your Huckleberry.
Cross your heart, hope to die. Move your lips, tell another lie. If you're going to curse, choose your words wisely.
I'll do.
Break out the dirt, show me your sins. I wanna know where you've been. And if you tell me first, we can do this quietly.
I'll do.
Or we can do it loud. Or we can do it loud.
You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Tombstone Clips on a Wick Wednesday, hey?
A Christmas celebration. A Christmas celebration for everybody. But enough. Get back in there, boys. Whale and the Wolf. If you missed it, one of our best setup bits of all time at the end of the show yesterday. You got to go back and watch that one.
The piss jug and
the
everything.
Piss jug. I mean, Raimai and Lucas just absolutely killed it.
They sell it.
Raimai brought in notes on the Hangout.
Notes.
He's more prepared than Tommy's ever been. It was absolutely amazing. So shout out to Raimai and Lucas. If you've not yet checked out the boys, Whale and the Wolf, they just play bangers. I think Veins is my favorite one. I just love Veins. It's a good song.
Yeah, whaleandthewolf.com. They got a lot of merch, Christmas season, that type
people
of
were
thing.
asking yesterday in the inbox, hey, where can I get some Whale and the Wolf
They're a
merch?
very interactive band, shall we say. They're not just a garage, cover band. They got a website. They
they're
got
good
merch. They got it
dudes,
all.
like-
They got an album. They got
Yeah.
So they're real, and they have stuff. So you can support them as well, whaleandthewolf.com, and check out some of their Christmas specials.
Hey, you got that text from that first-time texter?
Yes. Huge day for Edmonton Sports Talk. Eric's 11th and 12th day of Christmas, plus the big Christmas draft. Can't wait. Coming off another disappointing loss, of which the Oil have had many, has been tough and extremely frustrating. The one consistent beacon of light this season has been the Nielsen Show. You guys provide Oil Nation with the positivity or the hellacious sarcasm from the nasty chat or YouTube Trev's perfect one-liners and deadly stash. How lewd. Thank you for doing what you do, bringing smiles to Oil Nation and providing a wee bit of sanity in an insane Oilers world. Merry Christmas to y'all and all your families. Jeff, Thunder Bay, Northwestern Ontario. His very first
Put it on the
text
map.
into ESD.
Put it on the map. We started pinning the map.
You did.
We
eh?
did. We
Good.
did.
I'm glad.
We did. So we decided we're going to write down. So Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay. Let's
Thunder
get it on
Bay
there,
will
yeah.
get pinned after.
Northwest Ontario.
We pinned Denver. We pinned Georgia. Right. Retired and wired.
Silent. Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're going to start pinning. So that we've got that Edmonton Sports Talk world map, and we're pinning locations now of where you're listening. So let us know. That's a Thunder Bay.
Thunder
we got the
Bay.
Sailor and the Hammer
on the map.
So that's good. Appreciate that. We know there's tens of thousands of you listening all across the country. So let us know where you're at, and we'll pin you. All right, that'll be pretty fun.
Santa will pin you here.
A pinning for the season. All right. Keep those text messages rolling in. Pound that box today. All right. Wow. How about this? A Christmas miracle. Ho, ho, ho. Brent, a lucky boy, had a small Christmas miracle happen to me yesterday. Was getting ready to walk my dog and couldn't find a toque anywhere in my house. My doorbell rings and a yellow EST toque gets delivered. Ho, ho, ho.
The big guy. The big guy.
Christmas miracles do come true.
What's that sound on the roof?
I still feel like I don't know if I look like Santa or a dojo guy with like a red and white dojo. I feel like I'm about to go into a karate tournament.
Keep it open a bit, though.
Yeah. It's a cool bad Christmas.
Yeah.
Right there. So that's awesome. That's great. Obviously, we're not just randomly dishing out yellow EST toques. He's probably a Nasty Club member. But still, that's great.
Blaine chimes in. Scottsdale, Arizona. Put it on the map.
Scottsdale.
Blaine.
I'm going to write that
Love
down
it.
right now.
Yeah. Take
Scottsdale. I mean, we can't do too many today. It's a busy day around here. Can't spend the whole day over there.
Raider Jesse checking in from Edmonton. Put it on the map.
I see this text. I've got to confirm this. You sly dog. You little bastard.
Please don't.
It's done. It's your birthday today. What does that mean? I guess I'll have to explain that 30-some years ago on this day, it was the first time your parents saw your beautiful face. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
My God.
I love you.
What? You tried to see. We always try to sneak our birthdays past it. You almost got me. Somebody's texted in and was like,
way.
happy birthday, Rick.
Really
and I hadn't
trying
gone on
not to
Facebook
say the
yet.
F word right now.
So when I go on Facebook, the very first post I see is from your wife. And I was just like, okay, there it is. Happy birthday, man. My God, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
cheers. Yeah.
A birthday boy.
Yeah. And
We got to send your birthday wishes into LTE here. This is great.
Yeah, it's
Holy smokes. What a time to be alive. Oh, I'm even more fired up now. God. Part of me, not all of me, but part of me hopes you win the draft today, buddy.
I'm not. There should be no.
A birthday
Pro
wish.
athletes play on their birthdays all the time. There's no guarantees.
Yeah, but everybody talks about it.
God, I don't
The
need
birthday
that
boy.
heat. I don't need that extra narrative.
I nailed that Taco birthday song, too.
I was waiting for you to go. Now we're at Edmonton Sports Talk. You can really
I
get
just sing it on my own.
Sing
Yeah,
the third
okay,
verse.
there you go,
Yeah.
I don't think I could go that
Hey.
far. But, man, happy birthday. Send your
thank you,
birthday
thank you.
wishes
No,
into
God,
Lieutenant
yeah.
Eric here. What is this one?
38.
Okay,
I
38.
Think, yeah.
Okay, 38.
I think.
I figured it was high 30s.
85. So do the math.
Okay, yeah, so you're a couple years away from the big 4-0. Well, that's good. Oh, Merry Christmas, happy birthday.
Yeah.
This is great. Unbelievable. Oh, man, I'm glad that text came in. I don't have time to go on Facebook like during the show. I never go on Facebook during the show. I wouldn't have seen it. And deep down inside, I thought it was the 21st. So I'm glad it was. I'm glad it was brought up.
It's the solstice. I'm a solstice child. I'm on the cusp. I'm a Sagittarius.
See, I thought the solstice was the 21st.
Well, it's the sundown into the sunset. Like tomorrow is going to be
solstice, baby.
Yeah, I came into this world on the darkest days of the year.
All right,
I am the darkness.
Let's get into free advice. Free advice. I was born in the darkness.
He wasn't even trying, and he knocked it out of the park there.
All right. Damon Bunting, local slumlord. He's doing a great giveaway right now over on his Instagram account. We're going to actually have a package today. It'll be over. So give him a follow on Instagram today. I don't know if the package they're going to. He's going to collaborate with us, which is kind of cool on Instagram. I'm going to tweet this out a little bit later on.
I think they call it a collab.
A collab. Oh, cool. Yeah. Collab. And we're collabing today on Instagram at Damon Bunting Real Estate. Okay, at Damon Bunting Real Estate. I don't know if it's up yet. If not, it will be later this morning. And you'll have a chance to win tickets to an Oilers game and an EST package, a merch pack. T-shirt, hat, mug. Hop on his Instagram account. You don't have to follow him, but you might as well follow him so you can get in on this contest. Damon Bunting Real Estate on Instagram. Watch for our giveaway coming up later on today. It will explain in the video.
So he's doing like a 12 days.
Yeah, he's doing
we'll
7
be
days.
Day 5.
7 days of
7
Christmas.
days, so we'll be day 5.
We're day 5
yeah,
today.
I love it.
That's going to be over on his Instagram account at Damon Bunting Real Estate. Hop on over there. When the video's posted, you'll see contest details. Let's hammer that contest for him. And, look, we say it all the time. He's a great realtor, but Bunting's a good dude, and he's doing the 7 days of Christmas right now, just teaming up with different people around the city, giving stuff away. So it's nice being in business with nice people, and we pretty much have them all, which is great. But Bunting's right up there. Damon Bunting Real Estate on Instagram. Watch for that today.
Day 5. 5's not a bad day in the 7 days, hey? You like that?
Day 5's a song.
Position. Like, I mean, you don't want one. That's a lot of pressure.
On the 5th
you want the
day
last.
of Bunting Christmas, they gave to me a prize package from EST. So that's good.
But a lot of people are wondering, they want that last-minute merch, and this is a good chance to kind of,
this
swoop
is probably
in and get a little
only.
bit.
I mean, technically, you'd have to pick it up tomorrow if
it's
you
like
want.
6 o'clock or lager.
Yeah.
Type of,
By the way, more 6 o'clock or lager should be on the shelves by the 22nd. We'll confirm that with Scott Laurie when he's in. All right, free advice. What do you need help with? Let's go. Dusty, a good co-host, will put LTE's birthday in his phone. No, that's Surveyor Brett's job. Surveyor Brett, put Eric's birthday in your phone. Remind me on the 19th next year.
Don't.
Look at all these birthday wishes.
Look at Jason. Did your wife get you an 07 RAV4 for your birthday? What a text. What a text.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a real good one. Surprise.
All right, what do you need help with? What do you need advice on? 780-218-9999. Let's start here. Guys, at work, it's a Christmas tradition that everyone brings in their best baked goods and we all vote on it. Should I cheat? Well, I guess you wouldn't bring in your own baked goods. You'd go to a fancy place and buy other baked goods.
But who's to say that would get you the votes? Like you're just saying like a store made is going to trump all the...
Well, no, but it could put you in a better spot if you're a horrible baker.
Says who, though?
I'm okay with it in this situation. I say, because what's the saying? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's true.
And do you want to win this thing, or do you just want to have horrible special teams and lose 3-1 to the Islanders?
But homemade, you can taste the homemade, the love and the kindness.
But there are places around here that would probably build themselves. I'm not saying going to Timmy's and pick up a bunch of muffins.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm saying go to a home,
a real local.
There's those places that it's as good as at home.
As good as at home, yeah.
I say give her. Try to win this thing. Dubs are special.
Bring home the W.
Guys, I was going to give my brother tickets to the Oilers-Kings game in February, but now I want to switch it up and give him the games just after on the sked. It's the Blues game. Is this a greasy move? I like this. He was going to give him who is this, Tommy and Paulie?
Oilers tickets are Oilers tickets, but opponent depending. Like that's always like, who are they playing? Yeah.
So I wonder, I'm curious here, did this guy's brother do something to piss him off? Because he was going to give his brother Kings tickets. Now he's thinking of giving him Blues tickets.
You really are communicating with that gift.
Well, dare I say the Blues-Oilers game in late February would be the big one. Wild card hunt.
Actually, you're not.
That's a
not
big
far
one.
off there.
So I think I'll probably
game,
give you a pass on this one. What would be better, watching them get pumped by the Kings, or beat the Blues to help them get into a wild card spot? I think you can make a case for both games.
We have a text from Atif.
Oh, boy.
He's not asking for advice. It's not a poem. It's just, again, a long, misspelled. You want this thing?
I mean, I don't know.
It's
He's
4
our
lines.
man in the chair.
It's
He's
4
the best.
lines.
Go ahead. Yeah, do it.
What say you, Dusty Claus LT and YouTube Treb? Another loss for the Edmonds and Oilers. That's not important because today is the Christmas draft. I'd like to wish all the combatants good luck. I also would like to thank EST for all the good times down at the Century Casino. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to every single one of you. Let the Christmas draft comments with a few 6 o'clock loggers at Teef.
Teef.
I love it.
Do you think he knows it's YouTube Trev and not YouTube?
I hope it's Treb. Trevor.
The B and the V are close on the keyboard.
It's very
so.
close.
I mean, that makes sense.
Understandable.
That makes sense.
But the
Teef, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Edmonds and Oilers.
Yeah.
So he's
the Edmonds and Oilers. All right, let's get to another one. Guys, for 2 years, my girlfriend's been hinting at a holiday proposal. I think it's too cheesy. Should I give her what she wants, likely next year, or make the call on it myself? What do you think? You proposed during this season.
Okay, sorry, one more time as reply.
Well, this guy's saying, for 2 years, my girlfriend has been hinting at a holiday proposal. I think it's too cheesy.
No.
So should I give her what she wants, likely next year, or make the call on it myself?
Thank you for asking. And thanks for asking for the advice. Being someone who did propose during the holiday season, Candy Cane Lane, in a field of crap, because they have the horses, the horse-drawn carriages, it was great because we could go home for Christmas and she could show off the ring.
Oh, that takes away from all the other monotonous Christmas discussion.
Asking you questions, how's the job going? I was like, no, it's the ring. And then you sit back as the fiancé, I guess, is what you would be after the proposal. You just sit back and let the comments roll in. It's very easy. The holiday season is what I would suggest from experience. But
yeah, I think I'd probably
that's the play.
Pop the question there.
There are other times, obviously, events and such.
I mean, wait on a year for it because she might turn into a psycho. But yeah, I'd probably do whatever she wants. She'll remember it forever.
If she's been hinting at it for 2 years. I mean,
yeah, it's probably time to do that pee or get off the pot thing.
Yeah.
Guys, this text is in 780-218-9999. One time in my old work, they had a chili making contest. I just bought Tim's chili and put it in my own Tupperware, and I won. I got a bunch of gift cards. I didn't even feel guilty.
But is it
now? Is there a statute of limitations on this? We'll have to find out.
You don't feel guilty, but it is a win. But
deep down inside, you know you're a bad person.
You've asterisked yourself. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not good. All right, free advice always brought to you by Damon Bunting. Like we said, he's got a contest coming down the pipe today. In part, he came right in here. He sat right where Eric sits, and we recorded this little Christmas video. He sat right there in your chair.
Man.
So you can find that today over on his Instagram account, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Damon Bunting, spelled like Michael Bunting. Damon Bunting Real Estate on Instagram is where you can find him. And yeah, that contest will be happening today if you want to get that last second chance to grab some of our merch. I know Maddie's got it set aside here waiting for it. So yeah, big chance there today. All right, let's get into some of your Macramalla intros before we bring in the man himself. We are looking for some of your Christmas Macramalla intros, as this is our Christmas show today. Here's a few that have rolled in. EST legal analyst and guy who is on the top of Santa's orgy list, Eric Macramalla.
It's too easy, hey? Today of all days.
The nice, the naughty, the orgy list.
The orgy, yeah.
EST legal analyst and guy who loves Christmas cookies because no one questions a little white powder on your nose at this time of year. Eric Macramalla. That's a cocaine joke.
Yeah.
EST legal analyst and guy when defending Santa Claus in court brought in a full bag after bag after bag full of evidence of letters that just turned out to be penthouse form letters. You don't think he's a real Santa? Well, what do you think of these letters? And it's just a bunch of...
one after the other.
EST legal analyst and guy that Santa kicked out of Santa's village for wearing his mistletoe belt buckle. That went in from MJ. Macramalla brought to you by the great staff over at Park Mazda, where Mitch has 2 mistletoe belt buckles. Macramalla, happy holidays. How are you, sir?
My man, there's so much there. I did represent Kris Kringle, but Santa Claus, that bastard, didn't pay his bills. He just sent me some elves. I'm like, well, I don't really want any elves. It's very interesting. Damon Hunting. You said Michael Bunting, but Damon Hunting.
Damon
Hello,
Bunting.
Matt.
It's Damon
Oh,
Bunting.
sorry, Damon Bunting. But I'm saying it's like it should be Matt Damon, and Goodwill Hunting. So when he doesn't sell your house, his tagline should be, "It's not my fault." It's not
your fault.
It's your fault.
It's not your fault. And when he sells one, he goes, Damon Bunting, how'd you like them apples? That would work
And
too.
then he hires Minnie Driver as his assistant. So I would bathe in the Tim Hortons chili. I'd be honest with you. It's so good that I know that I don't know what it's made of, because it can't be that good and that cheap and be made of something legitimate. But it's really, really good. It does scare me.
Wouldn't even need a loofah. Eh?
What?
You wouldn't even need a loofah. I'm just saying you could immerse yourself and just kind of hand scrub, you know?
You know, Kenny G, that thing on your head, this is how Egyptians dress all the time. I don't know if you know that. We often wear crowns and walk around our house.
Eric, we pulled a Christmas cracker earlier.
Christmas cracker.
Yeah, you know, the
That
things
sounds
you pull
racist.
and they pop and their little toy pops out and stuff.
And I got
and you get one of these crowns. Mine ripped.
And I got a prize.
Ridiculous.
Too. I think it's
Trev's is ripped already too.
Yeah,
It's a
mine's
bet.
not, though. Mine's
It's the worst investment in the business.
Yeah,
That looks like one that
staying
LeBron would
strong,
wear, too.
baby. Yeah.
It's awesome.
The
This
other
is an
thing I'd
in-season tournament
say,
crown.
the other thing I'd say is that guy who's asking about advice when it comes to proposing, to his girlfriend over Christmas. It's not timing is not the issue from my standpoint. Hearing that story is, I don't think he wants to do it, and I don't think he feels as though they're a good match, and this is why he keeps putting it off.
So you think he's looking for an out here?
Guys know, don't they? It's either it's a yes or a no. There's no maybe. When it's a maybe, what happens is in 15 years, you end up calling lawyers, and then you go see Mitchell Park Mazda, and he holds you, right? And then
New
you go
vehicles
see
for everybody.
Damon Hunting, and Damon Hunting tells you.
Actually,
it's
we
not your
do have a
fault.
lot of clients
Not
that would
your
handle
fault.
divorce. They get all the steps for you. You know, it work out pretty well, I guess.
The other thing I had before, whatever you want to talk about, is are you doing the Spengler Cup again this year, which I believe is the premier ping pong tournament in the world?
I am. I am heading out this weekend to go do the Spengler Cup. Yeah, you should
know,
come over there
Damon
one year, buddy.
Hunting-
You'd love it.
I should. I could. Well, the guy that you do color, I don't know if it's the same guy as last year, 2 years ago, the really short guy.
Yeah,
right?
that was
And
Kent
you're
last
so-
year. It's a different short guy this year.
Yeah, because you're a giant. So anybody sitting beside you, even of normal height, looks small. But this guy looked like he could fit in your pocket. That was awesome. But you're going to Spengler Club, but as Damon Hunting said, it's not your fault. So don't worry about it.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Eric Macramalla, where do you come out on mistletoes in the workplace?
Highly litigious.
Yeah,
and actionable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Can't do that anymore, right?
I'm for it. No, I'm for it. I don't understand why.
leads to work for you, right?
business,
Like,
yeah.
After 12 years, mistletoes, I've renamed them my pension. It's perfect. I put them in all workplaces. I break in the middle of the night. I put them everywhere, and then I get my phone rings off the hook the next day. As
soon as somebody shakes it, one of your cards falls out of it. Like, what is this? This is amazing right now. Hey, so I brought it up yesterday on Two Guys and a Goalie, one of our shows here, about the Ottawa Senators and how I feel like from what we've seen in Edmonton, we should be mocking them because they got an interim tag on like a former coach and they're taking a former player and put him on the bench. And, you know, anytime that happens here, everybody's like, what a joke. So how is this being perceived in Ottawa with the coaching change and not hiring another full-time coach right now and putting Alfie, who's probably on more of a path on the other side of the business than the coaching side of the business, putting him on the bench? What do you think of what the Senators are trying to accomplish here with new ownership? It seems like a interesting vibe with a new group.
You know, when Jacques Martin was hired, I was like, oh, is he going to hire Michel Therrien and Claude Julien as his assistants? Because they all travel in a group of three when it comes, at least to the Canadians, right? Mm-hmm. I think DJ Smith's time was up. There's no doubt about that. He's the nicest guy in the world, by the way. Like, he's been fired and you think he's been hired. He's that nice. But I think it's just they put Jacques in place until they can find a permanent replacement. So what they're saying is this young group is not developing. We don't yet have a general manager, although that, you know, the GM answers to the VP of Ops Steos in any event. We don't have a GM. We don't have a coach yet. We want to make sure we get it right. So we're going to take our time to find those two people And in the interim, we're going to put Jock and Alfie in place to help guide and shepherd these kids. So I do think under the current circumstances, it was the right move. I don't know if there was anything left for Smith to do. I think he probably would admit that he was out of options. And the last thing you can do with a young group of players is allow them to continue to play this way. I mean, this is a pretty decent core with Chikrin and Shabbat.
Yeah, it's a good Sanderson, and like they have a good group.
Sanderson and Bathurst. I mean, this is a good. This team should be firmly ensconced in a playoff position, and they're not. And frankly, you got to look to coaching. It's the X's and O's, I guess. This is a team that, and you saw it yesterday, that they even, they have a lead and they still can't finish. They just fall apart. And so you need someone to come in and put in place a different type of structure for these young players. They need more in the way of structure and guidance. So Alfie will do that. Jacques Martin, I don't know how effective he'll be, to be honest with you. But it's a change that was needed under the circumstances. I think it's the only way you could kind of go.
Man, you just laid out the core that they have, and outside of a goalie, they check off a lot of the boxes of a team that you can build a championship around. So what?
Are you describing the Oilers or the
both teams, and the Leafs, all of them. But
teams that don't win don't have goalies.
Yeah. What's the vibe like from the fan base in Ottawa around this team and this group right now?
Well, man, they were booing DJ and they were chanting fire. Well, you guys all saw the same thing in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Although with Jay, I mean, I don't know if it was his fault, right? I think with DJ, there's some level of complicity here on his part, only because he has the core and he hasn't been able to put in place a sustainable structure. But the fans were pissed beyond pissed. It's a smaller market, a lot of walk-up ticket buyers. And so in order to stem the tide of people not going to games and generating revenue from a business standpoint, they had to make that change as well. But yeah, the fans were absolutely pissed.
Let's slide over to the National Football League. And, you watch what's happened this year with quarterbacks getting injured, quarterbacks not playing well. And I'm going to ask the hard-hitting question here. Do you think the NFL has a quarterback problem? Because there's not a lot of good quarterbacks kicking around football nowadays.
Well, I don't know. I think there are good quarterbacks. I think a lot of them are injured. I'm not sure if we've had this stable of great quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. I mean, Justin Herbert maybe is a guy we could talk about, case in point. He's elite.
He looks like he is the entire package, that guy,
Isn't he? He checks every single box. He's got a strong arm. But like Elway, it's accurate. He's mobile in the pocket. He's great pre-snap. He's a grinder. He's a fighter. He throws all three balls, short, intermediate, and deep. He's able to do all three. He's just so poorly coached. Staley was the worst coach this
really
season
bad
in the NFL. So look at Justin Herbert as one guy who's a phenomenal quarterback who plays on a team that has stunk this year. So, but I think the NFL's got a lot of quarterback. I think the NFL has not a quarterback problem, Dustin. They have a quarterback injury problem. What do you think?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think there's a quarterback issue. I think there's a quarterback issue with the injuries, but I also think even when everybody's healthy, there's only like enough legitimate number one starters for about 2/3 of the team in the league. Yes.
Like
now it does lead to some fun stories like the DeVito story with the Giants. Did you see this pizza place thing? Did you see this pizza place thing that happened with DeVito?
I did, and his agent was excluded after they kind of made up, right?
Yeah, because he ended up just going by and not charging anything.
It was a hell of a week.
It's like he wanted $10,000, and then all of a sudden his agent said, actually, after the win, we want $20,000 to go as appearance fee. And then there's a lot of backlash, and he ends up showing up at the pizza place anyway. So, I mean, guys getting these opportunities. I'm a huge Gardner Minshew guy. Minshew's getting an opportunity because of an injury this year. Maybe he somehow leads the Colts to the playoffs, but maybe this is part of me always going, well, the CFL's got a quarterback issue. But I think football in general has a quarterback issue, part because a lot of these guys can't stay healthy.
Santa, I don't know. I mean, as Damon Hunting once said, it's not the NFL's fault. Here's the thing. They got Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Justin Herbert. I'm not going to mention guys like Stafford and Dobbs and Carr because they're not great. Geno Smith is
Yeah, but you mentioned Jordan Love.
That's a lot of good quarterbacks.
There's a lot of teams
Joe
in
Burrow.
the NFL too, right?
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
But Joe Burrow. I mean, I've just listed 11 or 12 quarterbacks.
No, you
that
listed
are tier 1 or
listed
tier
about
2.
15 or 16. But like I said, I think there's only
they're good.
2/3 of the league that has that, right? There's a whole third of the league that's missing quarterbacks. So
But, I mean, I don't know if that's unusual. I don't know if we've had this many great young quarterbacks ever in NFL history, and I don't know to what extent teams have had quarterbacks in the past. Right? I mean, I don't. I feel like there's a higher number of good quarterbacks than we've ever had before. I find it very exciting.
yeah, I mean that might be true in that the number of these high end guys might be higher than before, but I still just don't think there's close to 32 that we would deem starting quarterbacks in the National Football League.
So, but I guess this is our first.
Plus, they
fight,
don't
so
give
this
these
is
guys a
terrific.
chance to develop some of these young guys. It's
No, I think that's the biggest
Yeah.
issue in the NFL is they're incredibly impatient. But the reason they're impatient is because of the CBA. You have these players drafted in the first round for effectively 5 years of club control. If you want to win in the NFL, it's a lot easier to win. Your quarterback is on his entry level deal like Mahomes was. Now Mahomes is made all the big money. What happens? He has no wide receivers. The team can't afford to pay wide receivers. So there's impatience because if you want to build around a great quarterback and win a championship, you've got to do it within the first 5 years of his deal.
What's your plan for the holidays, buddy? What's going on here with you?
I'm going to the Spengler Cup, and I'm going to do the
Surprise.
play-by-play.
Dude, I
in
would love
Arabic.
if
I
I'm
don't
walking to the
speak
rink
Arabic.
and you're standing there. Or I get up to the booth and you're down in another booth in the
tent.
Spengler Cup. That would be amazing to me.
The Spengler Cup is huge in Egypt, and as you know, I'm Egyptian, so they've asked me to go down and call the game from an Egyptian perspective. So the 3 camel stars of the game are as follows. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna head to Jamaica for a week. My wife wants to try it.
Wow.
She's insisted I also go as well, so we'll go. Got some. Gonna rent some ice for the boys over the next week as well.
Beautiful.
And get out there and yell at them and explain to them Daddy's love is conditional.
Do you know how
So
much
they better
Daddy
work on
paid
their
for
edge
this
work.
ice time? Get off
And then
the
they'll
ice.
Say, Daddy, you always say that you don't feel it when you pay for stuff, and it's true. But that's it, Eric. What about you? Are you going to be doing something sensational during the holidays?
Yeah, I won't be going to hedonism like you are, but I will be going to Saskatchewan, which is a close second. Can I
But
ask
hold on,
you
the
one?
hedonism that resort does have a kids club, so it's great.
I know. You've
It's
been
just-
there. You know. Can I ask you one question though before we leave? If you, Eric, with your law mind, if you were selecting first overall in a draft of Christmas movie TV characters, who would you select?
We have a draft today at 9 o'clock. We're drafting Christmas movie TV
characters.
Movie, TV, animation, real life, whatever it is.
From
but
Christmas
characters.
Christmas shows.
Who would you pick first
I
overall?
guess it'd be. I mean, I forget. It's been a while since I watched it, but it'd be Chevy Chase's character.
Clark Griswold. He's got to be the number one.
Griswold.
Whoever picks number
Consensus.
one, if they pass on Clark Griswold, I'm picking number 2. That'd be the biggest Christmas gift of all time.
Right?
Yeah, he's
Right?
the Wayne Gretzky of this draft.
I don't see there being any other logical choice.
Who would you go at 2 though, Eric? I
He's
guess.
that dad. What?
Who would you go at 2 would be the question then, I guess.
Rudolph?
Yeah.
The
claymation,
Rudolph the
yeah.
Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation.
Yeah, he is an institution, but Griswold, I mean, he's us as dads, man, struggling to put the lights up, being yelled at by our wives, having kids we're not particularly proud of and don't want to say that they're ours in public. Yeah, it's Griswold's, man. Life is tough. As Damon Bunting said, it is my fault. It is my fault.
Hey, happy
is my
holidays. Merry Christmas. And we will talk to you in January, man.
Happy Kwanzaa, Eric.
Is this it? Is this it? There's no show next week?
No, there's no show next week. We're our own bosses now, so everybody's getting some time off.
I love it. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Can I still call in?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Because I'm married and I'm lonely. Okay. I love you guys so much. I congratulate you on all your tremendous success. And I wish you nothing but the best in the new year. And I hope the Spengler Club, which is the premier trampoline competition in the world, goes really well for you, Dusty.
See you later,
Take
buddy.
care, guys.
There
I
you
love
go.
you more than Santa.
That's Macramalla, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda.
All in frame today. I thought he'd be the movie. I thought actually today he'd get more closer to the camera
Yeah.
as a response.
Boy, we have really moving along here. So I didn't bring in the meat and cheese today. And I was really rattled by this. But last night, we were here till 5. I had to get home. Tammy had to leave at 5:30. I got home just in time. She left. I had the kids. We had dinner. We actually ordered some Boston pizza. It was delicious. Thai chicken bites. Oh, terrific. And then I had to put them to bed. I can't go out after they're in bed.
Yeah.
So I just didn't have time to stop and pick up a meat and cheese tray. But we're like, man, we love a meat and cheese tray, especially for the draft on the table in there.
It'd go good with the
some
rum.
Caesars,
Yeah.
some rums. So Eric texts the group chat for the draft and says, by the way, has Tommy texted? Oh, he has texted.
Well,
He
Glue
is
Guy
awake.
always asks
About
who wants a
coffees
coffee.
and
And
stuff,
Tom
yeah.
always replies.
You know, I always get those. I always get those texts mixed in with Tommy always texting us about if we want anything on his way in.
Yeah.
So anyway, Eric texts as a Glue Guy a request. I know it's late, but Dusty didn't have time to grab a meat and cheese tray. Now we're not expecting like Italian center styles or anything, but if you could find some sort of cheese tray with meat, it'd make our Christmas. And then Quinn chimes in and says Safeway. And then sure enough, Glue Guy says, great advice, Quinn. Teamwork makes the dream work. And he's got my favorite type of meat and cheese tray with little pepperonis and the cheese coming in. And it's a Christmas miracle.
Pepperoni's about this long, Trev.
Yeah, nice, big, long pepperonis.
You love them.
It goes back to our Christmas party last week. Yeah, that's an inside joke right there. You can probably think about what we're talking about. All right, let's get to it.
Bite down.
Let's get to a sports update for United Sports Cycle. Third hour's absolutely jammed. People are going to start rolling in here right away. It's going to be busy. If you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia right now on this special Christmas show, hit us up, 780-218-9999. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual up for grabs. Just text Trev. Let him know you want to play. He'll pick one of you. You'll play Kind of Easy Trivia today for Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, 780-218-9999. We've got 3 questions too many coming up. We've got the weekly rankings of power for Santa's workshop at United. We got Sobe and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Greg Wyshynski's going to pop by from Metal Supermarkets, your convenience stores for Metal. And we will revisit Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas during the wrap for William Huff. So jam-packed third hour. Do not go anywhere. Nielsen Show uninterrupted rolls along. Let's get to a sports update for United right now.
Oilers dropping a 3-1 decision to the Islanders last night. Edmonton have lost 3 straight. They'll visit the Devils tomorrow ahead of a Friday night date with the Rangers. Elsewhere around the NHL last night, it was the Wild topping the Bruins 4-3 in overtime. Blue Jackets putting up 9 on the Sabres, 9-4 your final. Vegas falling on the road 6-3 to Carolina. Rangers topping the Leafs 5-2. Devils falling to Philly 3-2. Canucks 5-2 over the Preds. And the Avalanche fall to the Blackhawks 3-2. Kings also 4-1 winners over the San Jose Sharks. Raptors host the Nuggets tonight, one of 10 games around the NBA. Bowl season last night, University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners winning the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. They defeat Marshall 35-17. Bowl season continues tomorrow with the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl between South Florida and Syracuse. Christmas has arrived at United Sport and Cycle. Need something for an athlete or sports fan on your list? United has been your Santa's workshop for over 95 years.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! It's the 6 o'clock and check-in. Come on, let's go. It's the AM nasty big hello. It's the cool band, red hot Nielsen show. Let's go. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad lights. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macramalla intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in. He's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and log in with some sirloin bites.
Happy holidays.
Man, is that the last time we'll hear that?
That
thing?
hits. I mean, that's probably the last time we'll hear that.
You never know, right?
Yeah,
Last time.
Maddie has texted me and said, "Stop saying we don't have a show next." It's true.
Well,
we have a holiday special that will air on the 27th.
We have programming,
so make sure we're gonna have that. So if you're like, I know, look, everybody's holiday season, but on the 27th, 28th, and 29th, our holiday special will stream on YouTube every one of those mornings.
First
so you
annual.
can catch different pieces of it.
First annual. You don't want to miss the
Yeah,
first annual.
We put it together. We think you're really going to like it. It's a good chat about, building EST, a bunch of holiday things that are going on. It's a real fun show. And that is scheduled to drop 6 o'clock in the morning on the 27th. And then it'll be on the 28th and the 29th as well. So if you miss it, you can get it again. We're going to have that draft set up to kind of replay a little bit through the holidays as well. So you're still going to get that content. I know YouTube Trav's thinking about throwing up some new video content over the holidays as well on the YouTube channel. Give us a sub, by the way. And also smash that thumbs up button today. I know I hit that a little bit earlier on. But we're having a fun little Christmas show. What are we at? 140. We got to get to 200 thumbs up today.
For Christmas.
Let's go. It's Christmas.
For the big guy.
For the ho, ho, ho.
For the big guy.
Santa loves 200 thumbs. So let's get that done. Hammer that thing right now. We're not leaving until it's done. Somebody said, who's on the Hangout today? What do you mean, who's on the Hangout today? We got the draft today on the Hangout.
What a question, man.
The host of the draft, Matthew Owanek. The new commissioner, Quinn Phillips, making her commish debut. Jay Milne picking 1. I'm picking 2. He's picking 3. And as somebody in the Nasty Chat said a few moments ago, I'm very much anticipating what Tommy does in the 4-5 swing.
We're all wondering. We're all
I took the second pick based on the fact that I'm assuming Tommy blows at least one of his picks and pushes one of my top 7 or one of my top 6 down to me in the 7th spot. If Tommy takes 2 of my top 6, I'm going to be livid. So we'll see if he delivers.
Could be the gift that keeps on giving, or he could be a Grinch. Right? He could.
Speaking of the Grinch, how high does the Grinch go?
Which one?
And we have to. Well, that's the thing, because Maddie would never allow us
That
to
was an
take
issue.
separate.
That
It was
was
a
an
major
issue in the past with the Grinch, right?
But the Grinches are different.
Yeah.
Like, we watched this Grinch animation that came out a few years ago. It's amazing. And then there's Jim Carrey's Grinch, and then there's the original Grinch from the the original animated movie,
the OG. Yeah.
So I think we'll be able to draft those today. We got to talk, I guess, with the commission when we get rolling. But I mean,
I don't see her coming in putting the hammer down right away first draft.
I'd respect her if she did.
Let it breathe a bit, though.
Hey, Quinn, you're a daisy if you do. But we'll have to see how that one. We'll have to see how that plays out. We'll see how it goes. Guys, there's no show tomorrow or Friday. There is a show tomorrow. It'll be Tommy and Milne in tomorrow. Yeah. Full-blown draft recap, I would assume.
Yeah, business hours as well if you need to pick a prizing or anything like that.
Full day of shows tomorrow. Full days of show tomorrow. Yeah,
Same
tomorrow's
thing,
a regular day.
We won't be here.
Tomorrow's a regular day, so you don't have to worry about that. Guys, we'll save that question for 3 questions too many. Who's playing Kind of Easy Trivia today?
Today we have Chris.
Chris is going to play Kind of Easy Trivia today. Needs to get 3 out of 5 correct, which would lead to just 1 miss in the first 4 months of EST. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch into cute little chickens and then grow up to be large, creepy chickens. But let's do it. Let's go to Chris today. Chris, you ready to play?
Indeed.
All right, here we go. I will start the ticker after I read the first question. Good luck, man. Who scored the Oilers' goal last night?
Leon Draisaitl.
What position does Noah Dobson play?
Defense, pretty well.
What league does Ja Morant play in?
Pass.
Which Canadian NHL team fired their head coach this week?
Ottawa Senators.
Name 1 player on the Sens.
Brady Tkachuk.
Boom. That's a winner right there. That's a winner.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a paddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a paddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a paddling.
The first year, we took it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Beautiful. Oh, Quinn says a daisy. I think that means all of the Grinches are eligible.
That's code for you.
Well, Beleneski's in and says, I would allow you to pick all 3 Grinches.
I mean,
all 3 Grinches are done in a different way. Some people would view one Grinch different than another.
Unless you're on a gross power trip, why would you not? Honest to God, like open the thing up.
I thought you were in the favor of full reinstatement.
I am. I still am. But going back to the SNL draft, hindsight, I get it. But
the SNL draft,
you
went
open
off
that
the
thing
rails.
up, you crack it open a bit. People are having more fun. There's more. Let it breathe. Is the advice.
Kyle
of
the
Quinn.
Embalmer says Clark Griswold is a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Somebody else said, "Hey guys, hot take. Clark's not in my top 5."
I think that's Kyle as well.
Can you reply and say you're nuts?
Yeah, I mean, Kyle. I get you, Kyle the Embalmer, and you've been around for quite some time. I take your opinion not lightly, but you're out to lunch. I'm
fascinated to see where this thing goes.
If Clark Griswold doesn't get taken first, he's getting taken 2nd or then 3rd. He's not falling out of the 1st round.
Well, imagine if somehow no, he's not. I mean, it's done.
You can't.
Mind you, I'll see where Milne goes on this one. Right?
No.
He has been close. He hasn't won a draft yet. Maybe he's thinking the Grinch.
Too much thinking.
Maybe he's thinking Buddy the Elf. Maybe he's thinking Scott Calvin from the Santa Claus. Maybe he's thinking, who's the Gremlin guy? Maybe he's thinking, you know what Milne might be thinking? And this is always a huge swing in this draft. John McClane from Die Hard.
What did he text us last night? Oh, TV shows are in this.
Trying to throw us for a
he
loop.
Said. So
Hilarious
he's been
guy.
obviously hard on the movies. Maybe Die Hard is the route he goes. Maybe he tries to, maybe that's his strategy. I just don't see Clark, still waving to you with his Blackhawks jersey in round 2. It's not going to happen.
Rusty Shackelford says the sleeper is Dusty Claus as a late round pick.
Well,
I've got one pick on my list that I think could create some controversy, but I can justify it. So we'll see. We also have your planes, trains, and automobile pick that might come up as a discussion again.
I've been there, done that. I did lose. There was a Christmas character draft in years past in which I lost
Do you
by
think you lost because you took him?
It could have, but I also was a percentile back of Huss for 2nd place. So who's to say that planes, trains, and automobiles bump didn't get me to that 2nd place and right on the nipping of heels of Hustler? It was highly controversial, but I think I laid out the case.
Highly controversial.
The holiday season for Yanks, Americans, starts at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but...
Happy holidays.
No.
Look, will I go back to that well?
No.
I probably won't go there again. But if Jay wants to take that route, I've paved the road.
Interesting
See where it takes
discussion
you,
to have.
right?
167 thumbs up. That's not 200. Let's go. Hammer that thing. We'd very much appreciate it today. All right, let's get into 3 questions too many. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
I do. 3 questions too many. It's brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and Mitch Lewicki, who still wants that bowl game. Park Mazda, your dealer for life. The parkmazda.ca. What else? You got to add something else. The parkmazda.ca bowl brought to you by Mitch Lewicki and family.
The parkmazda.ca Mitch Loves Everybody bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're getting there.
The parkmazda.ca your dealer for life bowl.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much.
That's the one. So they got that, because I got my truck there, and there's the little thing, Park Mazda, your dealer for life, and the Muzz refers to it as, Daddy, your truck has a tattoo.
Oh, that's nice.
What a little cutie, eh? Unbelievable. I'm excited for Marshall and the Muzz to come by today. Yeah, they're going to pop in around 10:30 today.
Spreading some cheer.
Yeah. Who knows? I'll either be in a pretty good mood because I like my draft, or I'll be just right pissed.
Tim is going to show off those new wheels. Hey?
Now that she's got that walking around money from selling the car, big time. We've got the weekly rankings of power, Free Night Sports Cycle coming up. Greg Wyshynski is going to pop by as well, and then a beer of the week. So we got lots to get to. Here are your questions, and we're going to go with it. I had a few other questions that had trickled in already, but Atif has sent in all 3 questions today.
It's hard to ignore this when
so
it pops up for Christmas.
Let's give it to him. Let's give Atif these 3 questions today. Question number 1: what Christmas miracle do the Oilers need? So let's just say, what if you could give the Oilers one thing for Christmas, and on the holiday special next week, I dish out 5 Christmas presents for various
Very
Edmonton
generous,
Oilers.
yes.
So be ready for that on the 27th. One Christmas present for the Edmonton Oilers.
A goal for Connor Brown.
As
Luke Gazdic said.
A goal for young Connor Brown.
As Luke Gazdic said earlier in the show, and as we've seen with Ryan McLeod, you get that one, and the floodgates will just open.
I'm gonna have to go a taker for Jack Campbell. I don't even
You're
need to
asking
see a
a lot
goalie
here, eh?
back. This would be big time Christmas miracle here. But a taker for Jack Campbell. I don't know what you have to give up to move it, but find somebody who wants to try to reclaim that project, get yourself the cap space, and move on. That would be my Christmas present to Ken Holland.
I don't even know if Santa could deliver that one.
Spency fight. Oh, impossible. Thanks for the letter, little Kenny. Question number 2 from Atif. Do you guys like pierogies or cabbage rolls?
Both.
Pierogies. I do not do cabbage rolls. Anything that... No, I can't do it. I don't like cabbage rolls. Who's here? Hey, you'll never guess who's here. That's what Trev says.
Maddie just walked in.
Matty Iwanek, the host of the Edmonton Sports Talk Christmas Draft coming up here.
Morning, Matt.
You son of a gun. There it is. Happy birthday handshake.
Didn't even acknowledge the
son of a gun. No, it's like we're not even here. Yeah. How rude.
How rude.
Yeah, we need to get, what's her name from Full House, where she would go, how rude. And then we can have a how rude remix. That'd be fun.
I don't think we're ready for this one.
No, I'm a
What was
big,
the question?
I really like pierogies. Some of people call them petahe.
Yeah, cabbage rolls, I mean,
cabbage
any
rolls,
kind. I can have the meat in them or the meat not in them. That's fine by me. Lots of different ways to make a cabbage roll. But, yeah, you go to these Christmas... I have a few Christmas suppers. Couple families, right? Get the full thing of cabbage rolls. You scoop them all up, put them on the plate, dump a bunch of gravy over them. You don't even know they're there as you're eating the meal.
Yeah, sneak them in.
It's just great. Cabbage rolls, they're both great. Actually, I had the cabbage roll pierogi stack.
You did in one Christmas draft.
And
That was huge.
I think that won me the draft, to be honest with you.
So you've won a Christmas draft, and Huss has won a Christmas draft.
Correct.
There must be one other person that's won a
I
Christmas
think we
draft.
had
'Cause we've done
another,
3 Christmas
2020,
drafts.
yeah. Or 20.
4 Christmas drafts. Only a guy who's passionate as commission would know this. Lowtie did one. I think so. He did do one. Because I remember him drafting Salt and Pepper in a draft. We did a meal draft. We did like Christmas meal, Christmas entertainment. We did a toy draft. Toy draft.
That was
Rashog and Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was where Rashog drafted the most boring toys of all time.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, you're right. We probably did. We probably did 2 or 3 drafts that first Christmas because that was a COVID Christmas and there was literally no sports to talk about. All right, question number 3 from Atif. Dusty, are you going to invite Suits to the Spengler Cup to hang out with you and Bruce? Oh, Atif, God love you. I think it's a lot to ask a friend to fly overseas.
But a
just to hang out
+1,
with
you could do it probably. Hey, you have the option. They'd give you the
Suits. It's not a cheap flight.
Suits
to go
works for the
overseas.
network, right? So you
He does work for the network.
Kind of.
He does work for the network. And in Suits' deal, he always flies right at the front of the plane. Real nice deal.
Really? Is that
real nice deal, man? That's why you've been doing it for 30 years.
I
You're gonna
guess
get
you
these
get
deals.
that, yeah.
That's my favorite thing about going to Spengler. Like Spengler's amazing, but part of my deal is I get business class on the way over, so I'm in a pod, and I never get to fly in a pod any other time of the year. Like it's insane. And those pods are just awesome. There's so much room. I'm 6'5". I can lay down straight out and sleep in these things. So that's the travels, actually. It's one of my funnest parts.
Next best thing to a water massage.
They got
for
great
you,
movies on there.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're chilling.
The food.
Oh, I'm playing a little Nintendo Switch. I have a Nintendo Switch. The only time I play it is on the plane to and from Spengler. That's it, the whole year.
That's it, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to playing
get
a
a lot
little
done in that flight,
Tony
man.
Hawk Pro Skater on the way over to Switzerland. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, are you ready for some weekly rankings of power?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's
go.
do
You
it.
wanna go?
For United Sport and Cycle. Your home of the holidays, man. Santa's Workshop for almost 100 years. Hop on their socials right now because they're dishing out 12 days of Christmas. They got great deals popping up in store every single day leading up to Christmas. And the staff, just like they're in a really good spot right now. Having a lot of fun down there. So if you need to get some Christmas shopping done, go get it done at United Sport and Cycle.
What is it? Santa's Choice?
Santa's Choice. United Sport and Cycle. Santa's Choice. All right, what are you doing today, buddy?
We are ranking the top 10 bowl game names for this holiday season. You know what? Look, it's
Maddie loves
applause. Hey, he's loving it.
Maddie loves it.
There's a lot you can choose from, and you can score them and scratch them either way you want here. I do think this year is a little different, as a few have changed names and had to, you love one. You'll be seeing that near the top, I'm sure. But
Pop-Tart Bowl.
Hey, but a few of them have taken a bit of a turn here as we exit the BCS and the playoff system here. But yeah, number 10, the Avocados from Mexico Bowl.
It's already happened, right?
It's happened. And I had the, where is it here? If you'll indulge me for a second here. The Avocados from Mexico Bowl. The Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. From Orlando, Florida. That was the wet one. That field was sopping up a lot of water there. But number 9, Miami, Ohio 9, Appalachian State 13 was your final in that sloppy, wet Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl.
Number 8.
Number 9, Camellia Bowl.
Oh yeah, number 9. Sorry.
Sounds like a disease.
What was the name of it again?
Camellia Bowl.
It does sound like a disease.
I don't mean to get dirty or whatever, but
the team that wins gets the medicine.
That'll be this Saturday, Montgomery, Alabama, between Arkansas State and Northern Illinois.
Maddie's on
Can
our
you yell the winner that you got for
Number
everyone?
8.
Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com.
GoBowling.com?
Isn't that a neat little tie-in? I know it's bowling like,
So GoBowling.com, what's the deal with this? Is this like the bowling industry in general? Creating a website that pushes out several bowling
taking the shine off the military industrial complex.
Who you got, Maddie?
GoBowling.com. The GoBowling. Military Bowl by GoBowling.com.
Let's go Tulane.
Let's go Tulane.
Number 7.
You can just read off the opponent. Yeah, number 7, the Tax Act Texas Bowl. It's like the 99999 smoked brisket cheesesteaks.
Did you say the Tax Act?
Tax Act Texas Bowl.
What's this, like something that's coming up in the legislature?
It's number 20, Oklahoma State defeating Texas A&M, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chuba Hubbard.
State.
Go boys.
Seriously, it's called the Tax Act Bowl?
The Tax Act Texas Bowl. It's a tongue twister.
This is like a bill they're trying to get approved. Like, Scott wore his elf hat today. I'm drafting him. You know, somebody made a good point here. He goes, of course you could draft multiple Grinches. You're drafting multiple Santas. Get out of here. Get out of here, Kamish. My goodness. Number 6.
The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Oh, give me the U.
The U.
The
That's his
U.
team. That's his team. Number 5.
The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. I look, the Citrus Bowl is the Citrus Bowl. You're pairing Cheez-Its with citrus.
That makes zero sense.
My mind
It should be the Cheez-It Salty Bowl.
It's like when my father-in-law used vanilla ice cream in the mashed potatoes. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl number 5.
Hawkeyes have no chance against the Bowl.
Hawkeyes suck.
Bulls.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Tennessee's going to roll them.
You use
SEC.
ice cream in mashed potatoes?
He didn't have any milk at the time, and we sat down to
So he
a
melted
Sunday
ice cream
supper, and he used vanilla ice cream as the substitute.
You know, that's thinking outside the box. I'll give him credit on
Sweet
that
mashed
one.
potatoes.
I thought
never
it
had
was
a thing,
weird,
yeah.
but a spot like
Broke
that.
my brain.
Number 4.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Who do you got in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Maddie?
North Carolina over West Virginia.
Cheering for
Hate them out
UNC.
news.
Unbelievable.
Brown, baby.
In a Duke's Bowl. That's tough. Number 3.
The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. It's a
Ah.
classic. It's we love the potatoes. We love the. It's one that really hasn't changed over the years too much in terms of pairing another food with a potato, such as like, hey, the famous Apple's Potato Bowl. That would make much sense, much like the Cheez-It Citrus. But the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, you know what you're getting. Very traditional. That's number 3.
How do you bet against Georgia State against Utah State?
I don't know.
You gotta take GSU. Number 2.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Look at Tony the Tiger getting this Christmas run, hey?
Yeah, like he's been around for some time. Hey, he's kind of changed his voice a bit over the years, but we love Tony.
Are
love
the two
Tiger.
teams great?
Dustin Nielson's own Notre Dame taking on Oregon State bowling, baby.
Should be number 1.
UND.
UND. Irish and Beavers. That should be number 1.
All right, and the number 1 is
the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Yada-da-da-da.
Boom, 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 boom.
K-State.
Kansas State.
Michael Bishop's alma mater, if you...
Man, you remember that?
He had a hell of a bowl game.
Went to Kansas
he
State.
passed for like 10,000 yards in a bowl game. It was one of the most memorable bowl games ever. Liberty Bowl, I want to say.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There you go. That is Lieutenant Eric's Weekly Rankings of Power, brought to you by United Sport and Cycle. If you're looking for anything for the holidays, we're talking big things, we're talking little things. One of the things I want to do in the new year is have Kelly come in with a different piece of sporting equipment every single month. And he just sits here with us and lays it out.
Give it a shot or something.
Yeah, just like, here's, this is something they use in pickleball. Something like that. I think that'd be really
I'll just never forget when I went there to buy a pair of running shoes and like, would you like to try them out? I said, excuse me, you want me to run around the store? No, they have the treadmill there. Like it's
go hit that treadmill.
Never seen anything like it. But
yeah, they got the cage. They got a bunch of stuff.
Santa's choice.
United Sport and Cycle, Santa's choice. All right, let's get straight to Greg Wyshynski because we got Beer of the Week coming up. Then we got our Christmas movie character draft. We're going to obviously dabble in that here with Wyshynski as well from ESPN. He is brought to you by Metal Supermarkets, your convenience stores for
metal.
Metal, exactly. Any metal, cut to size, ready fast. You can go on their website at metalsupermarkets.com and you just click on like the type of metal you want, the shape, the size, the make, and you just order it right there online. Yeah. It's like ordering anything else online. It's cool. You can just order big chunks of metal online.
Metallica's Load and Reload albums. If you get the joke.
Mind you, if you're like a member or something, maybe you can.
So
we got that going for you. They got locations West Edmonton and South Edmonton. If you need metal for the job that you're doing, or you just collect it for some weird reason, get it done at Metal Supermarkets. Greg Wyshynski from ESPN joins us this morning. Wyshynski, happy holidays, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Little pre-holiday traveling, but doing good. Yeah.
Pre-holiday traveling for work or for family holiday traveling?
Oh, it's all for family, buddy. You know how it works. You gotta hit the road. You gotta go where the people are. Where the people are.
So you driving or flying? Tell us what the approach is here. What's happening?
It's 100% driving. I fly so much that I find it to be when you go to a restaurant and you go and it's like one of your regular places and you love it, and then you go there on like a really busy holiday and it's just all different.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about flying. Like I fly so often that when I go to the airport, I like it when it's my airport. I like it. I like to know where to go. I like when there's not a lot of people there. You fly around the holidays, and you get a lot. It's much more crowded, and you also get people that don't know what they're doing. So,
yeah, because they only fly once a year or something like that.
Yeah. Time of year. Yeah, exactly. So if I could drive anywhere at this point, I'm going to do it.
It's a great point because I fly basically every weekend for about 5.5 months during the CFL season, and then I'm flying over to do the Spangler Cup here on the weekend, which means on December 23rd I have to go through Pearson, which is just like the worst possible day to go through Toronto's airport, man. It's just awful.
It is a lump of coal in your stocking. I mean, let's be honest. It's the worst thing that can happen around the holidays is to have to fly.
Wyshynski, we are doing it's our final show here before the holidays, and we are doing a Christmas movie character draft coming up here from 9 to 11 at Edmonton Sports Talk. Are we off our rocker to think that like Clark Griswold is the Wayne Gretzky of this draft, and there's no way the guy who has first overall pick is going to pass on him?
I think you're very wrong.
Really?
Because here's the thing about Christmas. Yes, because here's the thing about Christmas movies that I don't know if you guys know, but usually they're just Christmas movies. They're not part of a series of other movies in which we saw Clark Griswold go to Wally World, go to Europe, go to Vegas. Like, he can't be considered a straight-up Christmas character. He's a guy who happened to be in a Christmas movie. And so that brings us to an interesting point about Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. The two times that we saw him in a movie, that was both Christmas.
Yeah.
So I would say that Kevin McAllister is more of a Christmas character than Clark Griswold is. I'm going to go. I'll give you one off the board because I was just talking to somebody about this earlier about like the movies you watch every year. So my wife and I watch the British comedy Love Actually every year.
Yeah,
okay? Very much a Christmas movie. Very much an annual tradition for us. Not for everybody, but for us. I would say that Bill Nighy's aged rocker from that movie, who is forced to remake one of his horrible songs as a Christmas song, and then somehow inexplicably hits #1 around Christmas time, is without question my favorite character in the movie, and henceforth, I think one of the greatest characters in a Christmas movie.
Man, you really, I think, I don't know, Eric, does he have you thinking about this
he makes
whole
an argument.
Griswold thing?
He's not just giving an answer, he makes a statement with the points behind it.
That's the first legitimate case I've heard about Clark Griswold.
I'm not sweating with the first overall.
You can watch him in other movies, whereas you're right about Kevin. I was talking about Kevin McAllister earlier in the week when we were setting this draft up. Kevin McAllister at the beginning of that movie was a little prick. He kind of deserved what he got at the beginning of that movie. Like, I rewatched it with my kids over the weekend, and I was like, my God, Kevin McAllister was a brat. Like, he really was.
He was. He absolutely was. But that being said, I mean, for the sheer invention of the traps alone, definitely deserves some love for potential best Christmas character. I think the best character for a Christmas movie has to also embody the spirit of the season, right? Like they've got to, learn something or find the holiday spirit, realize that they love their family. And so you do see that kind of progression in Kevin McAllister as a character. To use Grinch lore, his heart grows a couple sizes during the film. So I think from that aspect, he's a good Christmas character.
Greg, just one more. We do have categories in this draft. I guess if you were looking at a Santa Claus, any Santa Claus, which would you choose?
Oh, that's a good one. I always liked the Santa Claus from Elf. I thought that was a pretty good Santa Claus.
Yeah, he was a good Santa.
Obviously, yeah, you probably have to go with. First of all, are we talking real Santa or fake Santa? Because if we're going fake Santa, then it's definitely Artie Lang from Elf.
Tough one.
When Will Ferrell sits on his lap in a department store. It's either going to be Artie Lang or Billy Bob Thornton, probably for fake Santa.
All right, Greg, let's move over to the National Hockey League, where the Oilers lost 4 in a row, won 3 in a row, lost 3 in a row, won 8 in a row, and now have lost 3 in a row. We're still trying to figure out, which team is the team here? Because they don't alternate wins. They go on losing streaks, and then they go on very impressive winning streaks. So please tell us how we're supposed to evaluate this group.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to evaluate this group as this is who they are. They're gonna be a team that this even tracks back to what eventually led to the firing of Jay Woodcroft. Was they started off poorly and then they turned it on for 3 weeks, and Connor is rolling and the goaltending is making saves, and then they hit another skid. It's going to perpetually be a team that goes 9-1-1 and then 0-4-1 and then 9-9-1. That's kind of what it is. Is that going to be good enough to make the playoffs? I still think so, man. Like we talked about, the early season slump, I think, put the top 3 in the Pacific probably out of their reach. But the wild card race in the West is a joke. It remains a joke. In fact, here's an interesting fun fact. We were going to talk about this on the drop today, our podcast. I think currently 13 of the 16 teams in the Eastern Conference are above 500. 8 of the 16 teams in the Western Conference are above 500. That's the disparity right now. That's the realm in which the Edmonton Oilers are trying to find their way back to a playoff spot. I still think they're going to be okay.
Well, yeah, when you talk about the wild card race, which teams in that wild card group do you actually have
legit
faith in? Nashville, Arizona, St. Louis, Calgary, Minnesota's not far out. Seattle's ahead of Edmonton still, and then you mix the Oilers in. I think the Ducks. I eliminated the Ducks, Hawks, and Sharks from playoff contention late last week or something like that. Officially, they're done. But does any team in there, do you have confidence in any of those teams?
Yeah, I have confidence in Nashville and Minnesota.
Okay.
They're both really good. Nashville has shown that under Andrew Burnett, they're a really good offensive team, and they've got something that a lot of the other teams in this Western race don't have, which is UC Soros. And if he decides for 2 months at the end of the season he's going to put the team in the playoffs, the team's going to be in the playoffs. So I'm worried about them. And then Minnesota is, again, they're just a team that is so hit or miss. If they get goaltending, I think that they're going to be a contender for a playoff spot. I think, of the 4 coaches we've seen fired, 3 of them got fired because their goalies stunk. And I think that in the Wild's case, if they get the kind of goaltending they expected from Gustafsson and Fleury plays, I don't know, the expectation, they're going to be a tough team. But again, I think the Oilers are better than both of those teams. But if you're asking me who I'm worried about insofar as stealing Connor's spot, it's one of those teams.
Before I let you go, quickly on the Ottawa Senators, do you think the interim tag on Martin and Alfie to the bench is the best thing they could have done right now?
I think it's the thing they're most comfortable with. Okay. I don't know if there really is a best option right now. You got to remember that the context of this move is that Steve Staios is an interim GM. You don't want to go out and hire somebody that maybe the guy that you hired to be the GM is going to want as his coach. So they're kind of in a pickle right now and that's one of the reasons I thought DJ Smith might last the season. Why fire the guy that the next GM is going to fire anyway? So from that context, they're just trying to kind of steady the ship, play respectable hockey, hope that by bringing in an old veteran hand like Martin, that it could fix their structure and maybe help their goaltending. Early return, say it hasn't from last night. And then Alfredson is kind of there for vibes. Like, they talked about him maybe helping with their power play and stuff, but it's clear that you got a 71-year-old coach that's trying to like give them structure, and then you've got the most popular player in franchise history there to change the vibes, and that's the best they could do.
As always, buddy, really appreciate you. Enjoy the holidays. We will be back live in January, first week of January, so we'll talk to you then.
Merry Christmas, Greg.
Sounds good. Happy holidays, everybody.
There you go. That's Greg Wyshynski, brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Why not surprise somebody under the tree with a piece of aluminum?
A big old slab of metal.
Yeah.
Shove that in your stocking. Yeah.
What is this? It feels like a slab of metal. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Get a slab of metal and then draw on it with a marker. A black
you can
Sharpie.
make it anything you want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's a clean slate.
Clean slate.
And you can get it done at Metal Supermarkets, West End, South Side, metalsupermarkets.com. Lots of different things you can do there. John T. in Victoria says, sure, the wild card race in the West is a joke, but the Oilers are still 7 points out of it. Wasn't it like 2 months ago Kane said we're only 7 back?
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's the problem.
The joke is you're 7 points out of all these teams that shouldn't be in there. But yeah, I could see the Preds, of course. But Wyshynski mentioned goaltending.
Nashville's 9 points up on the Oilers right now.
But don't even look at that top wild card spot. It's the 2, right? Like you don't even need the top one. You go for the 2. So you got the Coyotes and the Crosshairs right now, and if you go down the list, of course, we eliminated a handful of teams the other day, but Coyotes, Blues, Flames, Wild, Kraken. Do you not like their chances between now and the end of the season?
Well, I would think they can make up 7 points in the Coyotes.
And they still have a lot of games in hand. All these teams have played either 33 to 30 games.
Yeah, games in hand, and they play these teams. So they've got that going for them, I guess.
It's not a given, though.
Hey, boys, I just got my EST merch yesterday. The mug and the sweater look great. Congrats on the year. Best wishes for the upcoming one, and Merry Christmas. That's in from Eden today as well. This text says, doesn't Greg realize that Nashville is going to trade UC Saros to the Oilers?
Yeah.
Of course, for Broberg and Campbell in the first. Even Santa says, no to that one.
Good job, boys. You got one wild card spot. We're going to trade the goalie.
Yeah.
We
are about 20 minutes away from the pre-draft show over on the Hangout. So let's get to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week, which means we got to make the quick change here. We got a minute and 16 seconds. Let's go.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week on The Nielsen Show, only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
And we made it. Oh, man, with 1 second left. Great timing, boys. That was really well done. Oh, look, it's ho, ho, ho. Good to see you again, little Redbeard the elf.
What voice does an elf have? A high squeaky?
Oh, good to see you again. yeah. Great elf voice, man. That's a great elf voice. That's amazing. This is a great outfit. So you just have this around all the time, eh?
I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, delivering those 6 o'clock lodgers everywhere, right?
Exactly.
Put the suit on.
Yeah. There was a whole suit with it, like, pants and.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. But I took it out of the Christmas box, and I'm not sure what happened, but the elastic and everything just is gone. So it was.
They wouldn't even stay
it
up or
wasn't
anything.
happening.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't happening.
Well, it looks nice.
It wasn't happening.
It looks nice.
But I realized there's a bell on it, so I might.
There is a bell.
It's a nice touch.
Not the
Yeah,
best
it's
for.
good.
As I'm turning
That's Christmas
around.
cheer.
Yeah,
Christmas
it's
cheer.
Christmas
Yeah,
cheer.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Christmas cheer. Yeah.
Christmas cheer.
No, that's good. Okay, we'll get an update on 6 o'clock logger at the end of the segment.
You bet.
But let's dive into. The Analog has some of the best labels in the biz.
They really do. I mean, again, we've done Analog before. Been around since 2018. We're gonna taste one for sure that we've tasted before, and then a couple that for sure that are brand new.
Okay.
The beer of the week itself is exclusive to us. So again, we're kind of doing these ones that you can only get in our stores. It's a 8-bit soundtrack chocolate churro stout.
Chocolate
You're
churro?
speaking my language
churro
now.
stout. So I had this
For the
last
birthday
night.
boy.
Yeah, for the birthday boy. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be, and then we're doing a power up porter.
Okay.
Again, another one for Eric. Then we got the Ready Paler 2, which I think we had the Ready Paler
Instead of Ready
1.
Player 2.
Yeah, I think we had the Ready Paler 1.
These guys are
last time.
nerds, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
God, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
We're nerds too. This
And
is
then
great.
we've got In Another Castle, which is the Peach Mango Milkshake IPA.
As in Princess Peach?
That's
As
a
in
Mario.
Princess
Oh, wow,
Peach.
okay.
As in
Yeah.
Princess
They got the
Peach.
flag
Hey,
there.
Trev, do your Mario thing. Oh, no, your mic's not on. You can't do it. Yeah.
So yeah, again, these guys, they're very upfront with their nerdiness, which is awesome. You go to their tap room, they've got video games, they've got comic books. All of their beers have a very specific theme to them. So I think we should probably start with the Ready Paler 2.
Okay.
Let's go that one because it's
We got to work the palate on this one.
well,
There's a
I
lot going
think
on
if,
here.
If we fill up our glasses with some of these stouts and the churro stout, that's all we're going to taste in it. So the Ready Paler 2 is a session IPA, so it's 4.5%. So the session IPA, again, these sessionable beers, lower alcohol, maybe not quite as big and bold as you're going to taste in the churro stout. I love this beer. This beer is really, really, really good.
Well, I too am excited to try
You're
it.
going to like this one. You're going to like
Yeah.
this one. So this approachable, tropical notes, classic West Coast finish. Really, again, and the labels on it.
The cans are
smells
outstanding.
delicious.
It's-
Yeah, outstanding,
to
right?
me, it makes
Like,
the flavor in a sense too. Like it just kind of.
I almost feel like they
right?
come up with the can and then are like, "Okay, what beer are we going to put in here?"
Yeah.
That's why we were so
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
on the design, right? Like that was so important
Yeah.
to kind
so
of grab
important.
the eye. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
this
it's
beer
really
actually won Best Session IPA in Canada at the Canadian Brewing Awards in 2022.
Dang.
So this is a Canadian gold medal
An
winning
award
beer.
winner.
Yeah.
Well,
great beer.
cheers to the Christmas season.
Yeah,
It's,
cheers,
to the
fellas.
cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas cheer.
Merry Christmas.
A cup of cheer.
How good is that?
Delicious.
Very refreshing.
Easy,
Yeah.
refreshing.
Man, that's
hints
so
of
good.
tropical.
That tropical is
That's
very.
very smooth.
Yeah. Again, the lower alcohol, it doesn't blow you up. Like it's just you could drink a bunch of those and
Yeah, you
not have a palate that's kind of way too
Nice after a
hypersensitive.
Captain Coke, eh?
Yeah.
That's,
you mean
it's
with-
a good,
with
it's
a
a good
cap-
trail.
yeah,
Yeah, a little side chaser.
Speak for
It's
yourself.
real nice.
Yeah. Again, great beer. I love the Ready Paler 2. So let's do the in Another Castle. So this is the Peach Mango Milkshake IPA, 5.5%. There is lots going on in this.
So
one.
milkshake, is there any lactose type of?
Yeah,
there is,
so they add lactose in here to give it that really kind of creamy mouthfeel.
Sweet.
Delicious. Tons of fruit in this one. It is a New England IPA kind of base.
Yipa.
I've had this one.
Yipa.
We've had this one before. I love this beer. This is one that I often go back to for Analog.
What am I smelling
It's
here?
the milk.
What's-
You're smelling the milk. You're a big milk fan. Is
that what I'm smelling?
I would say it's the peach. A peach mango.
It is peach.
Peach
You
mango.
almost had me on the milk. That's a funny
Yeah.
trick.
So you're going to see how kind of hazy that is. When you taste it, it's really going to kind of coat your mouth. That's that milkshake lactose kind of really great flavoring that they get out of this
You
one.
can drink this with a straw, is what you.
You sure? You can drink them anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I mean, to each
right.
their own.
To each their own. Yeah,
Well,
spoon maybe.
I'm not going to tell anyone how to
No,
drink their
no.
beer. The spoon, I would save the spoon for the chocolate churro stout. You're gonna need a spoon.
A
It's
sipper.
delicious.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. So again, this is the In Another Castle Peach Mango.
Ho ho ho! A cheers to Redbeard the elf.
Hey, cheers. How good is that? 5.5%.
It's like a big hug.
It's
a big hug to my innards.
that one is one of those like we've talked about before.
That's yummy.
It gets better and better and better and better. The more you kind of pour that out, get all the flavors through it. It's really gonna blow up. Fresh.
But it does have the body of like a darker, like it's that full body, but
lots going on.
light color. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a simple beer. There's lots going on in that one.
That's really tasty. Yeah, 2 for 2 here.
2 for 2.
Now I get worried a little bit.
Now you get worried
From
a
me.
little bit.
This is great. This is birthday boy beer.
Well, let's go to the Power Up Porter.
Okay.
So again, fantastic.
Yeah, I love these labels.
These labels are amazing. And this is a vanilla session porter, so you're gonna get lots of you like vanilla.
I do like vanilla,
You like
especially
vanilla?
the
right
ice
track.
cream.
Good. You could probably put this one on ice cream.
What?
You could hang these cans in your tree. Hey, they'd be nice
Yeah.
ornaments if you.
Oh, for sure. They do a great job. I mean, the beer is great, the labels are great, the stories are great.
You got to stick out though, eh? Like that's.
Everyone knows right away when we walked in and I picked up the flat to come in here. It's like, oh, is that Analog?
Yeah,
it's,
well,
it's
of
right
course,
away.
of course,
Brand
yeah.
recognition,
Right away.
yeah.
People
you
know
know?
Analog.
So yeah, this is you're gonna get coffee, light chocolate, vanilla. You smell.
I get the chocolate.
Yeah, for sure. 4.9%. Really approachable Power Up Porter. Great beer. This also is an award-winning. All their beers, I think, are award-winning at the Alberta Brewing Awards. So, I mean, look at that beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Winter delicious porter.
Their warm hug to the innards.
It is beautiful. Hey, who would you take first overall in the Christmas draft?
Kevy Mack,
Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf. Cheers to Buddy the Elf.
Clark Griswold's the easy choice.
It is.
almost too
Did
easy.
you hear
It's almost too easy.
You probably didn't hear it
No.
because you were in here. Wyshynski's theory was you can watch Clark Griswold in four other
made a good
three
case.
other non-Christmas
He made a
movies.
good case.
I was like, that's a really good point. Christmas Vacation is a Christmas movie, but he's not necessarily just a Christmas
He's the
character.
one-off.
No.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I'll see how that plays out.
Yeah,
oh, man. Jerry's here with his shotski.
Oh, no.
My God. Shouldn't you be at work, Jerry?
Gretzky cream.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do a little bit of that before we go on. That's a good idea.
Tis the season.
Yeah, I guess.
Today's
I'm
gonna
not
be
even
a
going to
wrap.
make it to Lock Shot.
Yeah, so that's the Power Up Porter. Yeah.
Somebody text Haas and tell him to do Lock Shot by himself today.
Take Dusty being drunk for the
Yeah.
over.
That's the only way I can not have to do a show. Yeah, I want to pass out at 11 so I can actually get some sleep. Santa's inebriated. No, he's not. All right.
So that's the Power Up Porter. Very, very smooth, vanilla, chocolate, not incredibly overpowering. You could drink a bunch of those porters and not be overwhelmed.
Great holiday
You know what?
Great holiday drink.
I didn't even think about it, but that was pretty good.
Really good
You're
beer.
like from being an anti-porter guy.
Yes,
I wasn't even like, no, it was just that was a good drink.
a
That was
really good beer. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now
Here we go.
this is the 8-bit soundtrack Imperial Chocolate Churro Stout, done in collaboration with a local band called Brass Tactics.
Okay.
Okay, so this is only available in our
Brass
stores.
Tactics.
That's the
Isn't that the Oilers
Oilers, that's the
band?
Oilers brass band.
Maddie.
There you go.
Maddie. Tommy. Maddie. What are you?
Quinn.
So they're on the label.
Brass Tactics.
Is that not the brass band for the Oilers? Brass Tactics?
Yeah.
have a beer with Analog.
Right here.
Oh, Tommy,
It's our
we're
beer of the
doing it
week.
right now.
It's our beer of the week.
Tommy comes in and goes, yeah, they got a beer with Analog.
Yeah. So this
So
is
we're
it.
doing-
It's the Imperial Chocolate Churro Stout.
Okay.
Right?
nice.
7% alcohol, so we're ramping up the alcohol.
Of course.
This one when I poured this thing last night.
Tommy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think they've got a
I
beer
heard
with
they had
what's the brewery again?
Anna.
It's Analog. Tommy, we're
Yeah.
drinking it right
I wonder
now.
if Scott can get it. Yeah, we got it.
I wonder if Scott can get it.
We got it, and we're the only ones that have
Dying
it. So
here.
you got to get it at our stores. And when this one's gone, it's gone. There's no more coming back from this one. We've got it all.
You're
in
not
our
delivering
store.
it.
I'm not running around the province for this one. No.
More on that in a second.
More on that in
yeah.
a second. But look at the color.
Oh, this smells.
So
This
I
is where
poured
it's
this
at.
one last night, and I was.
What is this?
We were at a Christmas, family
Yeah?
Christmas, and I poured this for a few people. I mean, it is dark. It is.
So are you getting the churro out of the taste? You're tasting that?
You're getting the sweetness for sure.
Yeah.
Really, this is a unique beer. You're getting lots of chocolate. There was a couple people that tried it and they were like, I'm not sure I'm going to like this. And then it was that I love that pleasant surprise when you they taste a beer that they don't think they're going to like.
Yeah.
Because they're, whatever.
Preconceived.
Stout's
Yeah.
usually the word that kind of sets people off. Like, I don't like stouts. I feel like we're at that kind of where people used to say, I don't like IPAs. It's like you just haven't tried the right one yet.
But you read stout, and then after it's like chocolate, caramel, coffee, like all these good things after.
Exactly.
But people fall at the stout.
Warm hug beers.
All good things.
All
yeah.
good
churros.
things.
Who doesn't love a
Who doesn't
churro?
love a churro?
You love a churro.
I don't mind churros.
Come on.
I don't love churros, but I don't mind them.
That's a weird take.
Well, no, I
He's
think
gonna
they're-
love them
they're
after the
okay.
beer.
Yeah.
They're okay.
They're okay. All right.
If somebody wants to drop off a churro, I'll have one.
Yeah, you're not going to say no to a
right,
churro.
let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
again, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beer.
Let's do a
Smells
cheers to the best guy you could ever do a show with, the birthday boy.
The birthday boy.
Lieutenant Eric. Love
Cheers.
you, buddy.
Cutlery,
Love
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, there's a lot going on
There's
here.
a lot going on there. So it's the finish.
I'll say this: it's way more delicious than I thought it was going to be.
Well, again-
and I'll take another little splash too.
That's-
'Cause
this
I
is-
got to get to the bottom of this one.
This is one of those ones again. Like when I poured last night, everyone had you have a here's what it's going to taste like, and then you drink it, and it's just not heavy.
It's not heavy at all.
It's
am I
not
getting?
heavy at all.
It's not, but it's not-
It's 7% alcohol. but
What are we
it's
trying to
not
get out of this
strong.
again?
7%?
This is 7%.
You're gonna get vanilla, maybe some cinnamon.
The cinnamon is
Cinnamon,
what I've been
maybe
searching
get
for.
the
I've been
cinnamon.
searching for the cinnamon, but I
Because
can't
of the
find
churro?
it.
Vanilla, yep. Chocolate. Just
I think I'm getting the chocolate
for sure getting the chocolate kind of at the back, top part of your palate.
Let's do one more cheers.
7%,
for the
7%.
for the best guy you could ever do a show with, Lieutenant Eric.
Eric.
Happy birthday.
I mean, look at the glass. I mean, it's got legs, right? Like
And that's. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's the true test of a good beer is the legs on the glass.
I got one.
For the-
Carrie Underwood is jealous of the legs on this beer.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Jade is jealous of the legs on this beer, eh?
So that one. So that one there is $15.99. So that one, because Imperial, it's a 7%, $15.99, and then all the rest of the analogs in our store $14.99. If you're try the 8-bit soundtrack, put it on, pour it for people. It's a great conversation beer, but it's not a conversation beer in that it's weird.
The cans start the conversation. The taste carries it on.
100%. Really, really well
Great party
made
favorite.
stout.
Yeah.
And the peach mango is a standby. It's a core beer. We sell both.
These are really good today. I was worried about those last two, but they're doable.
You've
man.
come around.
Yeah,
Santa's,
I like them.
Santa's approved.
Stout guy.
I mean,
Santa's
I
choice.
might
Stout
also
guy.
be slightly buzzed,
Hey, well,
but
It's the season.
I mean, they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
they're both pretty good.
Stout guy. Maybe you're turning it. Maybe you're turning the corner. Maybe by the end of the winter season here.
I don't know. I'll never be stout guy.
Well,
Never be
ask,
IPA
ask,
either.
I said the
ask,
same
ask,
thing about IPA.
ask 10 years ago, Dusty.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Surveyor Brett in the Nasty Chat says, hey, I heard a rumor that some more 6 o'clocker lager might be delivered in and around YEG on Saturday. Any truth to that, Scott? What's the latest?
No truth to Saturday, but
Okay.
it will be Thursday and Friday.
So even
Oh
earlier.
yeah, it's
Even
coming.
better.
It's
Even better.
coming.
Wow.
It's coming.
You sly dog.
It's coming.
When you said
Yeah.
no truth to Saturday,
Yeah.
I was really nervous.
Yeah,
and then
no.
you said,
No.
Oh, wow.
So we got 25 stores in and around the Edmonton area.
Like tomorrow?
I would say tomorrow afternoon at
then
best,
Friday
and then
for sure.
Friday for sure is what.
So a
what-
full restock in the
Yep.
Edmonton area, 6 o'clocker lager,
25 stores.
Friday.
25 stores. 22 of them are getting 10 flats each.
Yes.
And the other ones are getting 20 flats.
20 flats.
New
A Christmas miracle.
A Christmas miracle. A Christmas miracle. So yeah.
This character needs to return. 2024 Christmas. I need Scott the Elf.
And then we'll have Newcastle will have it on tap at their growler.
Yes.
Leduc, if we can get the growler fixed, we'll get it on tap there.
Okay.
And then Sherwood Park Mall will also have it on tap at their growler. So
All right.
you can bring your growler in. We'll fill it up.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Alley Cat's been pushing hard. And then the rest of the province, as soon as we get it into the Connect, we'll get it out there.
The nasty chat is
On
blowing
fire.
up. People are.
Duck
yeah.
Dad says he's camping tonight.
What is going on? Yeah.
I'll send out the spreadsheet later today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be
and
nice, yeah.
Yeah, Duck
everybody-
Dad camping out at 118 starting tonight. You don't want to camp out at 118.
Nah,
No, you put the cabbage in the
You want
sleeping
to
bag.
pop in
and you-
there, right?
you know,
Yeah, the last second.
Mr. Bean.
So so as
So
soon as
all Edmonton area locations.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. 25 locations. I'll send it out today. Growlers for sure at the 3 locations: Leduc, Newcastle, and Sherwood Park Mall.
Let's hammer this second run
Yeah,
before the season. So let us know when, and I'll start getting it out on Twitter, and we'll.
we'll let everybody
Yeah,
know.
Last
I
minute
can't
Christmas shopping, the
That's gonna be
stocking
great.
stuffing.
Stocking-
This is it.
This is it.
This is it. The tall boy.
Again,
yeah.
the beer holds up. Everybody that's tasted it just is over the moon with it. I mean, Alicat did such a great job.
Wheels is in. That's a Teef. He's the
Here we
man
go,
in the
here we
chair. It's a 6 o'clocker lager miracle. Let's make this a federal holiday. The 6 o'clocker lager holiday.
Read it in the teeth.
Who's
though,
making,
eh?
hey, let's make this a federal holiday. All right. Hey, you got to stick around for 12 Days of Christmas.
I can't wait.
Let's get into the
I'm
wrap
so
here
excited.
for William Huff. We got to
God,
move
I,
along. Hey, if you want your place to look as good as ours, I would like the people to take their presents into to Bruce and William Huff and be like, "Can you wrap these for me?"
Isn't that
'Cause
something?
it's a wrap for William Huff. All right, sound of the day. That is going to be Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas.
Good luck. Happy birthday.
Let's see how. I don't know what you just whispered to him, but I guess Trev doesn't have a mic right now, so I got to step up. You can get up too.
But
from A&W. Oh yeah, you can't. That's gonna be tough for you. That's gonna be tough for you because you don't have the headphones. That's okay. I mean, that's that's all right. Hey guys, is the plan for 6 o'clock or lager to be a regular staple for Alley Cat? Yes, Mark. So go get it. Go hammer it now, because if we totally hammer the second run, I think it's gonna be around. At that point, it's locked in. If we hammer this second run, I mean, it pretty much already is locked in. But
I can barely read. Let's go. Play the song.
I'm trying to find the song.
Play my music.
I don't even know where the song is.
Let's go now.
Just a sec here. All right, 12 Days of Christmas. Kind of the wrap. I'll quickly. This will kind of wrap the show. So let me just quickly give you the text of the day today. I'm gonna come back around to that Macramalla text. MJM. All right, Rick.
Yep.
MJM. EST legal analyst and guy Santa kicked out of Santa's village for wearing his mistletoe belt buckle.
MGM.
That's the text of the day from MGM.
MGM.
Congratulations. We'll reach out to you when it gets certificate to A&W. All right. We got the Christmas draft coming up. We're going to wrap up the show. Thank you to all of our sponsors, guys like Scott here who dress up as an elf and come into the station, and all of our nasties for making to make Edmonton Sports Talk a pretty good success here in the first in the first 4 months. Let's do Lieutenant Eric's 12 Days of Christmas. Halud is ready from A&W. I'm ready. Okay, Rick, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. 12 Days of Christmas sound of the day.
On the first day of Christmas, EST gave to me a black sedan guy being creepy. On the second day of Christmas, EST gave to me 2 Tombstone Tuesdays and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the third day of Christmas, EST gave to me 3 spa dates, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the fourth day of Christmas, EST gave to me 4 tomato aspects, 3 spa dates, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the fifth day of Christmas, EST gave to me 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 6th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 7th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 8th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 9th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 9 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 10th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 10 filthy Bruceys, 9 smoked brisket cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes
from A&W,
4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy. On the 11th day of Christmas, EST gave to me 11, $11.99 loaded burgers, 10 filthy Bruceys, 9, $9.99 smoked versus cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes, 4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy.
Here we go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, CST gave to me 12 Mr. Lean Leans, 11, $11.99 loaded burgers, 10 filthy Bruceys, 9, $9.99 smoked versus cheesesteaks, 8 hockey specials, 7 sirloin bites, 6 alley cats, 5 cafe lattes, 4 tomato aspects, 3 spa days, 2 Tombstone Tuesdays, and a black sedan guy being creepy.
Well done. Freaking
Oh
nailed it,
my
buddy.
goodness.
That was amazing. Well done. Somebody get this guy an oxygen tank right now. How was that, eh? Unbelievable.
Feeling great, feeling fine, ready to draft.
And somebody said in there, somebody in the message chat says, Redbeard the Elf, on point.
Very well.
Thrown in the spot
No
on this.
headphones, no
YouTube Trev
nothing.
knows
Yep.
it. He knows it. That was well done.
I'm
That
tired
was
just
well
listening
done.
to it.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was
Holy
amazing.
my
Man.
goodness.
Dude,
breathe.
happy birthday. That was amazing.
Happy
You're a
birthday.
legend.
Dad.
Hangouts coming up, and what's happening? Edmonton Sports Talk, Christmas movie character draft. Jay Milne, Glue Guy, is on the clock. We will get to that. The host, Matthew Awanek, will get you set. Interview everybody. We'll get rolling. Draft's going to roll around 9:30. Make sure autoplay is on. Thank you very much for all the support at Edmonton Sports Talk. Tell your friends about what we're building over here. We're going to continue to have a lot of fun. We're going to add to it, obviously, as we work our way through 2024 as well. Merry Christmas, buddy. Thanks a lot for coming in. For YouTube Trev, Lieutenant Eric, Redbeard, I'm Dusty. Tell your friends about EST. Stick around for the draft.
Thank you,
Make
Santa.
sure autoplay's on. Oh, it's been my pleasure.
Cheers, Santa.
Now let's go draft. I'm ready. I'm in draft mode, boys. I'm coming in hot. The chirps are going to be live. Tommy, I'm going to kill you. Tommy,
He's
I don't
so
know if
ready.
you're scared or
No, he's ready. He told me he's ready.
Ready
for relegation.
Oh, Maddie's giving us the wrap-up sign. We got to go. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Take it easy.